Any time of season, you can paddle on the lake, walk, run the trails, or in the winter, head to the ski hills. This is life in Colona. Two young teams take center stage tonight in Colona. Ontario will pick up the win. Scoring hasn't been an issue for Sam Mooibroek. You can count them up. His squad of Brier rookies sit at 3-1. They're also a squad of first-timers at the Brier. Ryan Kleiter and his Saskatchewan crew are at 500. However, another loss would have put a dent in Kleiter's playoff hopes. Saskatchewan Kleiter, Ontario, the Montana's Brier continues. And who knows, maybe some of these people were up in Vernon and skiing before heading back to Prospera Place and tonight's play. But let's get you caught up what happened this afternoon in Pool A. Northern Ontario, John Epping against Manitoba's Reed Carruthers. And this one in the 10th. And final stone for Epping, trailing 7-6. And this just would not get there.
Gotta go in the yellow. Hurt the yellow.
And push it far enough, no. And it would be a Manitoba win as Carruthers hands a second loss to the team from Sudbury. Elsewhere, it was Team Canada 4-4 to beat New Brunswick. Matt Dunstone in an extra to beat Newfoundland and Labrador, and BC's De Jong win their very first. So top of the table, there you are. Guju, Carruthers, Dunstone ends it right now. Those three go on. Epping's at 4-2, and now the others you'd think are really on the line. Tonight, it's all about Pool B. And on this Tuesday night, we say hello, Canada. Welcome back to Colona, our continuing coverage of the Brier. Joe and Russ, Kathy will be here momentarily. That really was, this afternoon, one of the finest games we've seen in a long time.
Carruthers Epping, unbelievable. You and I got talking about it at the break. It really, truly now is chess on ice. The ice is so good, the curlers are so good, the rocks are so good, the brushing's so good. Reed Carruthers 3 times that game. He had to put it on the X or he loses. He made it all 3 times.
So now our featured game is Team Saskatchewan rookie against Sam Mooibroek, Ontario rookie. And for Saskatchewan, they're very good. But what do they have to be or do to become elite?
Not much more. They're that good. They're the total package of the future in our province for sure. Athletics there, the brushings there, the strategy. I thought a little defensive at the start of the Brier, why not? But last game against Jacobs, they are the only team that's pushed Brad Jacobs so far. They're the real deal.
As for Mooibroek, he struggled a little bit early with the ice, particularly in his loss, but now things are really perfect, and it just may be his time.
Honestly, this team plays with the maturity well beyond their years. They have systems in place. So much communication happens on the ice. They puzzle everything out. Their only loss on a night with lots of frost where they just couldn't find the answers. Now that the conditions are more consistent, this plays right into their wheelhouse.
So this is our featured game when we do come back. Saskatchewan against Ontario on this Tuesday evening from Colona. Right now, sitting 2. Here we go. Mitchell, steal. Angle it back. Touch it. Move it. Sit down. Count them up. 5. Ontario.
10 hits today. Number 11 on the way. Needs a big one. A little bit of curl. Slash it. Get it. Oh, what a shot. Rylan Kleiter with the beauty.
The 2025 Montana's Brier is presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By PointsBet, the official sportsbook and casino partner of Curling Canada. By New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. And by BKT Tires, growing together.
On this Tuesday night to complete day 5 of our coverage, it's all about teams in Pool B. The only team not on the ice, Felix Asselin, Quebec. They're 3-2. With the other games, here's Kathy.
Well, Tyler Smith and his PEI team came in with so much hope after last year just missing the playoffs, but it has been a struggle going down to defeat this morning. We'll try to rebound against Thomas Scoffin and Yukon tonight. Brad Jacobs, well, this is a story for sure building here at this year's Brier. Undefeated so far, looked very good against Ryland Kleiter. They will go up against Nova Scotia and Owen Purcell tonight. And the other undefeated team in the pool, well, that's Mike McEwen and his Saskatchewan team have not missed a beat since last year's final. They will try to hone their skills for that big matchup looking ahead. But tonight they take on Northwest Territories and Aaron Bartley.
It's time to meet the teams now. It's brought to you by Home Hardware. Here's how the Saskatchewan champions from the Nutana Curling Club in Saskatoon, skipped by Ryland Kleiter and backed up by Trevor Johnson, Matt Hall, and Josh Mattern. The Ontario champions, they from the Whitby Ontario Curling Club, skipped by Sam Mooibroek with Nathan Steele, Scott Mitchell, and Ryan Weeb backing him up. Mooibroek has won the draw to the button, and so he will have the last rock. He'll have the hammer playing the Yellowstones, Kleiter the red. And you can see it wasn't by very much, but enough to give him the last rock. To get us underway, the Saskatchewan lead is Trevor Johnson.
A little bit of room.
Well, we talked earlier in the week. This is our future for these two provinces. They're both ranked almost identical. They both had very similar years.
Little bit.
Well, you know, age tells you that. Kleiter's 26, Mooibroek is 25.
Right,
so.
right. And the trajectory this year by both these teams has gone way up.
And both of their teams are in that early to mid 20s range, probably averaging 26 for Saskatchewan, and I'd say probably 24 for Ontario.
Running real nice.
The winner of this game, I truly believe, has got an awfully good shot at being in the playoffs.
At least on the Montanas. Go. Think so, Ryan. Go. Good day. Nice.
As we always do, let's check the keys to the game. We'll start with Saskatchewan.
Well, draw them in. The advantage for Ryland Kleiter is his draw weight compared to Sam. Sam's a much better hitter, so get the guards long and make it a draw game. Force them into the smaller areas, and then make the most of your half shots. You're always going to have half shots with the 5 rock rule. Try to get something out of those plan Bs. That'll be the key to the victory here.
T-line 14-4. Josh, if you can now. Yep, go ahead, buddy. Go ahead. Okay, good spot, Trev.
And now the keys for Ontario.
Yeah, for Ontario, they're going to want to steal the win. Nathan Steele is 6% better than Trevor Johnson, so you can get that edge on the opponent just by getting the lead rocks in the best spots. And use your sweepers. The speed is getting really nice out there, very consistent across the board. So with Ontario having phenomenal sweeping, Sam Mooibroek can find his draw weight again by giving it to them.
Keys to the game are brought to you by Sponge Towels. Absorb life, all of it. In talking with Ryland Kleiter prior to against, so what's your approach going to be? He says, well, not unlike Manitoba today. Despite not having the hammer, they're going to try to get that hammer and last stone flipped as quickly as possible. So that's why there's rocks in play.
Yeah, at this level, to get a force is a difficult thing to do. You have to take some chances, throw guards like Saskatchewan's done already to shrink down the middle and try to get at least a force. Get it to another force, and now you've got control of the game.
You're okay. Play the speed. Line's good.
Top 8.
Line's good.
Weight's good. To it.
Line's great.
Line only. Little bump.
Hold that. Line's good. Whoa. Can't go. Can't bounce.
No.
Can't bounce.
Okay, going to the red.
Can't bounce. Sit.
Okay, naughty. Okay.
15-1.
Might still be hidden enough. I don't think there's a red double.
He knows it. It's a piece buried.
Little flop.
I like this. Like 2/3 is firm.
Mature call right off the bat, I think, Joe. A young team is like, oh, if I could just sneak it by, get to the nose, and make that double. But then, even if you somehow do that, you're leaving a double. This controls the front a little easier, a little less stressed later in the end with this call, I believe. Assuming you make it.
Yep.
Yeah, the best part here is to get that center line guard out of the way.
Attaboy.
Well, we got a separation around, little round rules to a corner as well. Scott Mitchell. 5 rock rule, of course, 10 ends. You have to play minimum of 8. 38 minutes thinking time. The 160-second timeout is available, and the no tick rule. Center guard on the center line can't be removed or touched until the 5th stone has been played.
10-5.
Just clean. Whoa.
Just like that, one great shot from Ontario. Now they have 2 corner guards.
Yeah.
And relatively low risk for the first end. Lots of space to work within the rings.
Fresh in the middle there. 10-9.
It's close.
Okay, Matty.
And it does hang around.
No, you're absolutely right. It just flips the switch. Now it's all-out offense for Ontario with
I like that, I think.
very little risk.
I like that. Try to hit half.
I thought they played the come around.
I did too.
Normal. Yeah.
The only thing I can think of is just maybe not knowing exactly where to put the broom. If you don't end up buried coming around the guards, Saskatchewan can chase. All of a sudden you're looking at 3 in the first end. Maybe trying to manage risk a little bit.
Yeah.
Good normal.
Curl.
Hair big.
That's a reasonable number. You like to be 45 or better.
No.
45%, scoring 2 or more with last rock.
Great, eh? Yeah.
After that was thrown, you heard the team say straight, and that's been the theme. It's starting. The rocks are getting a hair smoother. They're going to be textured overnight. Get a little more bite for the playoffs.
10-5.
And it's interesting. I talked to Greg Owasco about how long he feels it will take for him to do all of the rocks on all of the sheets. And he said the longest process is determining exactly what he's going to do and how much. And then once he does that, within about an hour, they will all be done.
10-5.
10.
I like the round
shot.
I'm good with this. Okay.
It's just a brilliant.
You're probably not rolling out
My
with
humble opinion
normal.
was Shorty Jenkins that did it first, way back when, and it just changed the sport. You know, it was just bang, bang, bang. It was like bowling out there for so long. You know, you got all this wonderful curl, and some of the shots we saw, Joanne, this afternoon, it's just unbelievable.
Just north. Clean. Just north.
Whoa.
Yep.
Ryan Weeb.
Clean.
Whoa.
Clean. Yep.
Yep.
Whoa. Yep.
Looking for the long roll here.
Whoa.
Look at this.
Yep.
Is this going to go across the top or lay right on the corner? Get close.
Good job, Ryan. Attaboy.
And they are underneath and shot stone.
That's the hardest way to get it there, and they managed to do it. Just really good curling.
Great shot. Half rock.
Okay.
Either follow it down or play this looks like triple.
Okay, let's make it, boys.
Yeah. Clean. Whoa.
Josh Matter.
Clean. Yep. Hard. Get out.
Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Terrific.
Yep. Really good, Jay.
I mean, to know where to put the broom for that shot in the first end, you might have some fresh pebble. That's incredible.
Hard. Get out.
What a great throw.
Yep.
Amazing, one of them didn't stick.
Really good, Jay.
Just perfect.
Sweet, bud.
That leans towards Saskatchewan's preference throughout the event so far. They're opting to play that hit instead of the draw to get out of trouble, and no problem there.
Yeah. No wonder they're leaning to the hit when they're going to do that.
Running good.
All right, boys,
good,
gotta
guys.
go line 2.
Hard.
Gotta go line.
Hard.
Whoa. Just keep it splittable. Keep it splittable. Okay.
Or you just play this too.
Good guess out there. That's
Yeah,
all
me too.
fresh
It's kinda
pebble
nice
going
to
to the
get it drawn.
corner.
Speed should be good.
I know. The draws curl.
Yeah.
I still think the center's really high. Like it goes sideways off the hill.
Yeah, that guard was so far to the edge of the rings. Sam was a little bit aggressive with where to put the broom, because often you see too much ice is taken, the rock stays open, then the opposition can make the hit and roll under. So he went after it.
No, we can be like tee to back 4. Okay. Yeah.
I think 15-0 is close, Rye. Yeah. Mid-14s you're fine with, too.
Okay, that sounds good, boys. Yeah. Similar draw to the button, hey? Not much different there.
Similar, yeah.
That's an awfully high number for your first Brier.
Kind of thought there. Key line.
Not a big ad.
This is their 4th meeting of the season.
Easy.
These two teams, and Kleiter has won all 3 previous, twice at the event in Charlottetown in October, and then once at the points bet in September.
Easy.
Good throw, Ryan. Atta boy. 14-8. Solid control. Okay.
See,
Looks like tons of ice, but
Sam Mooibroek actually indicated to try to get a hit and roll towards the 12-foot. Because if Kleiter happens to roll out, that yellow on the left-hand side of the screen could be splittable to get the 2 points out of nowhere.
Yeah, all thought out.
okay.
Just don't get too cute. You can't be rolling out here.
But just be careful. Matt threw one that hit fresh stuff and went straight sideways.
Okay.
Well, that's interesting, too, because he was talking about being a little straighter to the curling into the middle, which is what he's doing here, but one of them took off.
Hair big. Clean. Hair big. Clean. Whoa. Clean. Yep. Hard.
Scott Mitchell, and leaves it right there.
Good throw. Like 11. Yeah.
Both these teams have learned at an awfully young age to pick the appropriate speed for the most part. Maybe not every shot, but you know, that was a nice soft weight. Give it to the boys.
This one too, Rylanos said he likes 11, so he's referring to the time between the hog lines, 11 seconds. That's just a nice, light hit weight. The sweepers can keep it really straight, or if it needs a bit of curl, you can directionally help it with the other side.
Excited there, Maddie.
11.
Good.
Yeah, right.
I can't see this moving.
No, I don't think this moves. You got it.
Looking for the blank.
Whoa.
After that wonderful shot by Josh Mattern. The run back triple.
Good throw, Sam.
And a blank goes on the board. Interesting, Ontario blank first end of the first game of the event. And this is the first since then. Tuesday night, Colona to complete day 5, our coverage of the Montana's Brier. And our feature is Saskatchewan against Ontario, 2 of the rookie skips in this year's field. In the foreground, Sam Mooibroek from Whitby, Ryland Kleiter, Newtana Curling Club, Saskatchewan. After that blank in 1, it means that Mooibroek will once again have last rock. He has the hammer playing the Yellowstones.
Hard right.
Yep, hard right.
Gotta go.
Hard.
Really hard. All the way.
Curl.
Okay.
Didn't quite have that one
Like
figured
the
out.
wrap, yeah.
Those freezes, the rock being top 8, locking that straight on the side. They just waited a little bit too long before they swept it.
Line's good.
Top there.
It's close.
Top 4.
Line's good. Josh's rock. Line's good.
Top 4.
Stay close. Line's
Top
good.
4.
Josh's rock is Josh Mattern, who made that big shot in the first.
Hard.
One more?
Yep.
No.
Okay, Matty. Good weight. Pretty snappy on that side.
Lucky
Good
didn't
throw.
hit the yellow because it would have queued up a red double.
Hair low.
Yeah.
Just cross the face of the red just a smidgen. Try to hit the yellow right where the broom is. Running it back onto the buried red.
Clean. Whoa. Yep. Clean. Yep. Whoa. 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 Curl. Good try.
Well, still leave them lined up. So time of the week when you look at the schedule, you look at your results. Here's Ontario coming in at 3-1, playing Kleiter tonight. How big is the game? I'm going to suggest it's really big because tomorrow you're going to play Jacobs, and the handicappers would say that could be a tough game for you. So win tonight, maybe give up a loss tomorrow and try to win out. We know that our experience in Thunder Bay at the Scotties, 5-3 does not get you much, if anything. It didn't there. So 6-2 record is likely to put you in pretty good position.
Yep. Whoa. Yep. Yes. Whoa. Get under. Good, Maddie. Good spot. Sorry, boys. A little bit thinner. 10 cents. You almost have to hit that.
So now you're Saskatchewan. Kleiter, you're already at 2 losses. Look who you've got coming up tomorrow. The other first place team, McEwen. And then you'll close out against Scoffin and Quebec's Asselin, who is not playing tonight, also at 2 losses. So there's going to be some desperate times and desperate games for teams going down the stretch.
It's possible. Yeah. Solid hack.
Yeah, they were talking about trying to make a double out of this, and it's almost impossible. If you do make it, you probably roll out, and Kleiter goes right around where you can't see it. So I love this call, albeit difficult. Just soft weight. Try to get to the one that's half buried, possibly roll on top of the Saskatchewan red. A lot of weight here, though.
Curl. Straight. Really big. Oh. It's a good shot. Hard.
He's going to get rid of, no, neither will get out, but they'll be at the back of the 12. Shot rock does belong to Ontario.
Just a little bit too much weight there.
Yes, way too young. You got very lucky, actually, to spill them far enough that Kleiter's got to chase this.
But what I like, Joe, is the fact that with that hit, they did go that far. You know, we hadn't seen that earlier in the week. The houses were a little quiet.
So true. Yeah, with lack of dehumidification, there was a lot of frost building up with the moisture in the arena. And now that the dehumidification has been installed, we're definitely seeing lively houses again.
Hard, Matt. Okay, good shot, Josh. 10. Good. Could do that.
Kathy, the other games, please.
Well, Tyler Smith had hammer, was facing 3 on his final, but he hit and rolled too far, so that was a steal for Yukon. Brad Jacobs and Nova Scotia, a double by Owen Purcell led to a blank, and it was Mike McEwen stealing 3 in that first end. After an attempted come around, raised Mike McEwen in, and he could not get it back.
What a change for Tyler Smith. Last year, 5-3, 1 game away from going to the playoffs, and this year he's winless in 5.
I really liked it. Top 12 right now. Line good.
Ontario talked briefly about hitting the rock in the back of the 8-foot, rolling behind the corner, but they know that Saskatchewan will just ignore it and come around the middle, so they're going to beat them there.
No, you're good.
Yep. Just going to keep it alive here.
Oh, what a great rush. Terrific by Mitchell and Steele to suck it around, and they are covered. Shot rock, center line, top 8.
Still really good. Yeah. Great save. It's not bad.
Oh, to be young, John.
Well, and just so strong, and you've got both brushes going because it is light. I don't know if they quite got it there, but they did a switch at the end, trying to get it to curl a little bit more with the fresh guy in. Got as much as they could out of that.
Yeah, I was pretty close to like a quarter rock set, so this looks like a little more room than me too.
seen some movement on this side of the sheet.
Yes.
Russ, a little bit of surprise from both teams. A little more finish.
Lefty might be able to keep it out there, but you're right. They lost one already. Saskatchewan overcurled by a smidgen. This should go.
T-line. T back four. 14-5. Go. It's always curl, okay?
Mattern, one of the 5 left-handers in the field.
Good boy, Josh. Good spot. Freeze. I think so.
Yep. T-line.
Yeah.
I got a 14-5 on that, but they didn't touch it the whole way.
Yeah, I'm just going to give you a
Don't really want to be doing this if you hammer Ontario. That's a slip up here, and it's going to be trouble. But I don't see anything else unless you play the triple run back.
line.
That's just late in the end, too. Third's last. They got to get in there for shot.
Line's okay, guys.
Line's okay now. Tough 4.
Line's great. Take a look. Take a look.
T.
No. Take a look.
No, wait till there.
Whoa.
Line's good.
Whoa.
Curl if you're heavy.
Go, just go. Go.
And taps it back. Not shot rock.
Just the freeze is great now. Freeze right on the inside.
It was really close. The ballpark just hit it a little bit early for line, straightened it out, and then the weight was all there, so they didn't get that finish.
For like a 15.
Good throw.
Perfect.
I know, and they just got to look up.
Yeah. They're sliding so good.
We just need to use our brains a little bit. Like, your first one, as soon as I yelled room, we just immediately bailed out on the weight. It's like, I'm just giving you information. You still just got to make the shot, right?
Yeah. Managing the shot, it takes years to learn that, and it's the sweepers, sometimes you just get caught up in one aspect of it. That one, both sweepers went down to keep the line, but the weight was fine, so one sweeper can go down and hold the line. The other one stays up and communicates.
We want to welcome you, those of you who have been watching SportsCenter on TSN5. Welcome to Colona and our coverage of the Montana's Brier on a Tuesday evening.
You can go then.
Featuring tonight teams from Pool B and our featured game, Saskatchewan, Ryland Kleiter from Saskatoon, Ontario Sam Mooibroek from Whitby. Kleiter at 2-2, Mooibroek at 3-1, and Mooibroek, after a blank in the first, still has last round playing the Yellowstones here in 2.
Nice, Ryan. Good shot.
Great judge, boys.
Nice throw, bud. You always like going that way.
Nice. Whoa. Might have to.
I think I almost have to, don't I? I don't see anything.
Yeah. You make this. He's got this or this, right?
Well, none of them here.
You're right. Yeah, I think so. Run's really good there.
Because like if I'm here, what does he have? If he hits this thing and touches this, it's killing this one.
Worst case, Sam, like if you just like move that back, like it's not the end of the world. Yeah. Just freeze on this side.
Yep. Probably need to take a little bit of ice, huh? Like we don't want to squeak the 3. Like even top 4 is
mid.
the end of the world. Like I think there.
Yeah, we want to stay on this side of center, guys.
Well.
We have 6 rookie skips in the field, and these two are 5 and 6 respectively. And then Purcell, of Nova Scotia, De Jong, who just won his first, DeLello, and Aaron Bartling from the Territories, and Hay River.
Impressive percentages for these two skips. 85% at your first Brier. Talked about Sam Mooibroek struggling a bit with draw weight. He needs one now.
That was our key, wasn't it, for Kleiter to shrink that scoring area and make it a draw contest. Kleiter made it perfect.
Really big. Curl.
Ontario overbrushed the previous.
Easy. Curl. Heavy. Heavy. Curl if you're heavy. Curl if you're heavy. We're really big. Just go curl. Back 8. Just go curl.
And again, heavies. And rolls away. So Ontario still the shot stone at the back of the button.
Like half 12.
And the problem there is if he'd have been top 4, he could still use that rock. Now it's a pocket for Ryland Kleiter to freeze to.
Yeah, Kleiter couldn't even get in there if you're lighter. You're right.
I'm surprised it didn't run down.
So 15. Guys like this, just put it right to the top button.
Yeah.
Speed should be similar here.
Yeah. Yeah, they can give us close to same, really.
Okay.
Yeah,
I think so.
Quarter 2 more is good too. Weight's good.
Similar.
T-line's good.
I got more. T-line. A little heavy. T-line. Back 4. Back 4, Matt. We're back 4.
Whoa.
Final stone for
Let it work.
Ryland Kleiter.
Back 80. To the yellow for sure.
Whoa.
To the yellow for sure, yeah.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Straight a bit. Straight. Whoa, whoa.
That's okay.
Good, right?
And nestles in. Now, I'm not sure he moved his stone far enough, but he's still sitting 1 for sure as we drop in on Yukon and PEI.
2 good draws in a row. That Yellowstone biting the top of the 4-foot was Tyler's first, ignoring the stones on the right and no way to access it. Thomas Scoffin through the wide out turn, and that is the shot stone at the back of the 4-foot. Tyler trying to follow him down and tap it back a little bit for 2.
I think he may have moved that stone back. That the yellow is now second shot.
It's really close.
Yep, just back.
Tyler Smith.
Back 8. Hard. 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 Yeah, that was back 8. Hard.
Hard to it, Ed. Hard to it. Hard to it. Hard to it.
Oh, very nice.
Great brush.
Save, really. For 2.
That is last year's Tyler Smith.
Yeah.
Sweet, Ed.
Sam can overthrow this in a
Still
heartbeat.
big.
Back 4, back 8.
They've just warmed this side up.
Curl. Same weight. Curl.
Scott Mitchell.
Hard, Scott.
Keep going.
Really gotta go. Hard. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Okay. Just one.
Just.
Yeah, and down that, no doubt.
Yeah, 1.
Just 1 it is.
1 right.
And maybe fortunate enough just to do that. Kleiter with a steal in the second. Tuesday night, Colona and the Montana's Brier. Coverage continues. Teams from Pool B on the ice, except for Quebec and Felix Aslan. Sits this one out with a bye with a record of 3-2. The 4 sheets in play here at Prospera Place. And after the steal of 1 by Saskatchewan's Kleiter, once again, Sam Mooibroek and the team from Whitby, Ontario, has the last drop. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstones.
A little bit.
It's so refreshing to see 2 very young teams playing a
15 and a half.
what I'd call a
Good, Nate.
mature style. They're both going after it. They're both trying to create errors from their opponents. They're both taking risk.
Right, similar to what I've been giving you.
Yeah.
It's the only way you beat the top teams is make the shots hard enough.
Line's good.
Weight's good. Top 8.
Good on.
Matt Hall is the
Little bit of room
newbie
right now.
to this team in the second season. The rest of them,
Can't
Kleiter,
go then. Whoa.
Matter and Johnson, they've been together for
Line's getting
10
there
years
now.
plus.
Line's good. Whoa, whoa,
And,
whoa. Josh.
Weight's good.
Josh.
He came close a year ago, losing the Saskatchewan final to Mike McEwen,
That's good.
who then went on, of
Great
course,
spot,
to
Matt. Really good.
lose the final to Gouju.
Did come down.
Hack!
Yeah, they all train out of Saskatoon, and Matt from Ontario actually relocated. So all 4 of them have that centralized training advantage. Not all teams have that luxury in Canada, usually with at least 1 import.
At the Nutana too, which is probably the best surface we have in the whole province. Similar to this.
Yep. Whoa. 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 Curl. Clean. Whoa. Straight.
Quite a bit of weight to try to hang it on the corner.
It's gotta go down. It's gotta go down. It's gotta go down.
Oh, we can't make it.
One too far.
10-8.
Sure.
And they are lifelong friends as well. Matt Hall now playing his old friend, Sam Mooibroek, from back in 2009. Wow.
Maddie. 6 feet less?
A little more.
Yep.
It's a special part about curling. It's a big community, but also a small community. There's some people you know for your entire life.
You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Whoa,
Nice, good. 3, 2.5.
Like here?
To your broom.
Mine's good.
To your broom, Ryan.
Okay.
Right there.
Yeah, Saskatchewan,
Easy.
having seen Ontario try to make the
Easy,
hit and
clean,
roll on, they're trying to get this a little bit
clean.
higher.
It's good. It's perfect. Good. Throw them out.
Don't want to be too tight to the rings
Real
and
nice.
allow for that extra point to hang on the side.
It's interesting that Hall is a couple of years older. They both went to Laurier University, and they both won university championships with Laurier. Hall did it in 20, and Mooibroek did it in 23.
Yep. Hard. Whoa. Yeah. Hard.
Weeb.
Oh.
How do you miss that on the way by?
Oh, boy, was that close. Ontario's just that far off in this game. A couple draws in the wrong spots. You can't criticize this one, but they're just not quite connecting yet.
How he's squaring them.
His intern moves more than mine.
Well, he's hooking them hard, right? Like, I think for you, it'll run dead.
That's a situation where you wish you had missed by more, because the shooter stays in the way,
Clean. Great.
Wait only. Line's good. A bit of room.
Line's great.
blocking off one of the ways to the button here.
Line's good for a 3. 2.5.
3.
Okay, easy then. You can let it work a bit. Line's really good.
Tight.
Almost in.
Maybe.
We're short. We're short.
Okay, it's got to sit. I'm thinking you tuck a hair, but it's on its own.
No.
It's got to sit. Okay, Jay. I'm thinking.
Here's a wonderful example there. Like, that's 3 feet heavy, and it overcurls completely. Overcurled on the wrong side, too. Now you can save the Ontario yellow.
Try to get like close to low. Like,
Trying to get as close to nose as you can.
Okay.
Hack.
As long as we kill the back.
Yeah, is Hack going to get the top one out if you get close to nose?
I don't think they're worried about that.
I think it's just
Okay.
Nice hack, Ryan. You got it, buddy.
Trust it.
They don't. Ontario doesn't choose the big weight peel
No.
very often. They're all capable of throwing it, but they do like to try to manage the cue ball.
Airsoft.
As long as they don't kick the red buried.
Just hack. Hack.
Clean.
Hack.
Whoa. Clean.
Off. Just hack. Clean. Yep.
Whoa. Curl. Clean.
Whoa.
Curl. Whoa. Curl.
Yeah, I don't get that.
Oh boy.
Yeah, could have thrown it hard and killed both of the reds.
Right. And maybe even hung on the corner.
I think you might as well throw a peel.
Sure. No,
Because if you ever can catch it, a sliver low is the best.
I think a touch
real
low
trouble
might
because
get-
that
Nose
red
is good.
top 4 is double buried. Dead on's close enough here, I think. Okay, to
Yep.
clear that back one.
Josh Matern.
Whoa. Curl.
Should we play here in the third?
Curl.
Matt Hall.
Curl. Should be good.
Got
Boy,
it.
Jay. Good.
Super. Just hit 3 for sure. Maybe that center line stone is biting at the top.
Good sweep.
Quarter.
A third. Quarter.
Kathy.
You got it, Ryan.
Well, PEI rebounded with the 2. You saw that. Brad Jacobs was in a position to score 2, but was deep on a draw to the 4-foot, so only scored 1. And Northwest Territories got a single in 2.
Hard.
All right, Nate. Hard. Down, buddy. Dig. Keep going.
Whoa.
Hard.
Whoa.
There's
Roll
a
it
steal
here.
and rolls it over.
That might work. It looks like it's queued up to get the back 2 reds.
Thought it might have to roll a tiny bit more.
Yeah.
Like,
I
can you
think they
just...
can drag it a little.
Okay.
You can throw the intern
Yeah.
too.
What's the benefit of throwing the out up?
I just think you have a little bit more room to play with. Like if you're here, that's okay. Intern, I think it looks just a little more precise to me.
You're right.
But if you like it, I like it.
I kind of like the end. I think it's honestly, you can make it, but you're playing a little tight to that
Hey,
too
I'm
with
with
that
you.
one.
Yep.
So. Just saw Josh is here too.
Yep.
well thought out.
Yeah. Okay,
Navigating
so
the
here's
port
the
is
best.
Yeah, just like half tuck, top button.
If you're here, that's not great. It's not great, I don't think.
Oh, you're right, yeah. It's okay, we're always going to have this.
Yeah, that's true. Okay. Top button. Let's make it good.
And navigating the port on the other side is just a little bit tricky.
You put a good throw on yours. I think it was just first rock down that path.
Yeah, I thought line was good at the hog line still, so
yeah.
I think so.
It'll come
Great knowledge from these young guys.
So where do you want this rye?
Top button.
Like half buried, or?
I think we can get it all the way underneath is the best. Yeah.
Speed should be good here, Rye.
Okay.
Lots of movement in this spot. The broom's outside the middle of the 12-foot. So they're expecting some big finish. Might be able to get at least half tucked behind the rock in the top of the 8-foot.
4-time Saskatchewan junior champion.
Bit of room.
Ryland Kleiter and his first.
Bit of room early.
Wait, looks close. Top 4, top button.
Whoa. Looks like a little bit of room.
Looks there. Back 4 right now.
Okay, it's always Trevor.
It's got to die. It's back button.
14-2.
It's back button right now. Oh, it's to the red.
No.
Okay, Rye. That's fine.
And back it does go.
Okay. All right. But just that's that nice release.
Yeah.
Like try to stay a little high.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, like just an inch high with draw to it. Like I'm thinking like back 12. I'm just thinking that's the easiest to manage.
Might be.
I'm just thinking like the harder we throw it, the easier it is to manage for line on this side.
I'm just thinking also if you try to draw to it and you come up here, he picks it, same shot for 1, right? Like,
well, I know.
It's never, you know. I'm just worried if you ever roll it off and he puts it right there. Where
same as a draw though, right?
Right. Whatever you're seeing, I don't mind back line.
Yeah. Back 4.
You can't bury it and keep it in front of the tee line, so you might as well. Sam's missed 2 draws in a row here. I'd be trying to glue this on and limit the damage. You don't want to be drawing against 3 or 4 with your last one.
Well, here he is, the 23 U Sport men's curling champion. And again, congratulations to the Laurier University. They've added more banners this year. They have swept both the men's and women's U Sport. So congratulations.
Purely a line shot, eh?
Deep. You got it, Sam. Let's make it, buddy.
So they are tapping, I think, because of that's about 9 inches less ice than Saskatchewan took.
What do you got?
That's a hair tougher myself.
Oh, wait. That's heavy. Clean. What do you got?
Back 4.
Whoa.
Back 4, back 8.
Whoa.
Back 8.
Clean.
Coming down.
Clean.
Back 4.
Clean for line.
Small bumps.
Line's good.
Back 4.
Scott a bit. Line's good.
Back 4.
Whoa. Room. Whoa. Curl.
Helping it over now, Steele.
Hard.
And to it.
Great shot.
And they are the shot rock.
I know.
Is there enough room to get in there, Joe? Roll in or just hold them to a single?
I think you could draw to the inside here if you're Ryland Kleiter.
Do too.
Get 2.
He's been spot on with his speed, other than that last one.
To move it. Okay, I'm with you. I mean,
Like
that's it
freeze on the
accomplishes.
inside, he could throw it hard, but like
It's just
he'll
for
lose
one.
it, and
Yeah.
he might have thrown the in off on the left one. But
let's play that. Seeing just a shade less than what I
Ontario
just
had talked about trying for top button, but they had said, well, Saskatchewan will still be able to just pick it out. So that's why they played down to the 1 back 4. There's space here, I think.
Yeah, right on the nose.
We've seen kind
Shade low,
of
if
back
anything.
4 weight coming in with a little extra line. They've taken a tiny bit less ice, a little less weight, should see some more finish.
Give you guys just a couple of 4 feet less. So you guys something to sweep a little bit.
For sure.
Yep.
This team's done a lot of hitting if you look at the stats, but I think it was by design. People have decided that it's a hitting team, and Ryland can draw.
Oh, good. Top 4.
I would suggest that's his much better of his 2 shots, to be honest.
I agree with you, Russ.
Yeah.
We looked at the numbers this morning, and it was incredible, the decision to play so many more hits, but he's known as a drawer.
Yeah, for sure.
Whoa, yep.
Mattern.
Whoa, hard.
Can you get across the nose? Sure you can. Wow. Great shot, Ryland Kleiter.
Really good. That yellow might squeeze out, too.
Really good to move it at 1 go.
That's my worry. Like, I don't think it does, but I get. It
Try to
should
spin as
drag. It
possible.
should drag into it.
Yeah.
Yes.
But there's no room for it to drag, right? Like there's only 2 inches.
Yeah. You try to razor thin it, like with like a firm or a normal.
Well, but if I razor thin it and I razor thin the 1.
Yeah. Yeah. You could also play the in-off.
That's what I'm kind of seeing.
It's kind of risk-free.
If I throw it with normal, it's risk-free.
Well, I think it's pretty flat though. Like.
Well, I'm just trying to make the roll to here.
Yeah, and then just clip this.
Yeah, just roll to here.
Okay.
There's no way with normal you're gonna kill that and spin down. This one.
A thin half.
It's a thin half of normal.
Thin half.
If they play this one, which they're not, it should. But this one going this way, it should pull the yellow just a fraction this way. And I truly believe it'll stay unless you threw an absolute rocket. That would get you your 1. What they're going to try to do now is an in-off. This way, it'd be very hard to get the 2. My concern is if you come down and chip out your own, how far does your in-off go?
Yeah, the rings are a lot more lively than they were the last few days. This.
Maybe they're throwing a little softer weight here.
Yeah, he just said normal.
Okay.
So final stone right now. It's a stolen point.
Whoa! Hair light! Yep. Hard!
Really hard.
Nathan Steele.
Hard! Okay. Okay. Well, yeah.
And he'll back right off of this. And it is a... wait for it, Vic. There it is. Steal of 1. Isn't that interesting? Ontario gave up only 1 steal in their first 4 games. They've given up 2 in the first 3 ends here. Well, he has been on his game when really Sam Mooibroek has not, and this is a great example here. Last shot for Brier Kleiter.
Yeah, you're absolutely right. The 2 skips, one's just about heavy and everything, and Kleiter was heavy on 1, but got away with it with this one. Absolute perfection. Sneaks by there very tight. Gets a good angle on that back yellow.
And then the in-off didn't work for Mooibroek, so a second steal for the team from Saskatchewan. The key shot is brought to you by BKT Tires, growing together.
Yeah, we gotta hit the line. Back 4. Okay, it's getting okay. You're okay now.
Small bump.
Okay, line's good.
Line.
No, do not switch for line.
Good, Nate. Good, Nate. Nice shot.
So you've got a Mooibroek right now who is 67% going up against the 92% in Kleiter.
I see a bit of, you speak to this better than I can, a bit of panic with the brushing for Ontario.
Yeah, and you know, it's
Bumping, back
leading
eight.
into
Yeah, back 8.
these games. There were times when it was frosty and patchy, and if you didn't get on that, if it was a little light, the rock would halt. So there's some of those habits that just seem to have carried over now that the conditions are a bit different. They can wait. They can just have one person sweep and the other person communicate, and then both can go down when it's desperate. But there is that aspect of just trying so hard to make that shot that you end up missing some information.
And you know what? I would also throw in a little bit of rust. And I mean that because Mooibroek got the bye, which sometimes is great, but it has been a long time off. Brier Kleiter and his team played Brad Jacobs this morning. Very tough. They had to make a lot of really precise shots. They come off of that game. Yes, they lost, but feeling really good. Super good numbers, super great precision. And so they're kind of rolling that into it, whereas Mooibroek's been off for like a day.
I think you hit the nail on the head, Kath, because it's a little straighter, a little definitely faster.
Yes.
Back 8.
And they're missing heavy.
Back 8. Hair soft. Little back 8. Clean. Yep. Little soft. Clean. Yep. Back 4.
Mooibroek did say when the ice was a little bit more complicated, let's say, he said, we did try to do things that we don't normally do, instead of just believing the ice and seeing and playing what you see.
Weight was good. Okay. Not that bad.
But wow, for Scott Mitchell to miss it
Soft and tight.
on the other side, on the overcurl.
Hooked it out of his hand. Lots of weight.
All right, let's go and check in on Brad Jacobs against Purcell from Nova Scotia.
Well, Purcell went around, but he wasn't completely buried, and so Brad Jacobs was able to remove it and roll to the wing. So it is 2 that Owen faces. He is elected to play the draw, needs full 8 foot.
I liked it.
Line's good.
Line's perfect.
Line's good. Line's good.
Purcell and the team from the Halifax Curling Club.
Line's good.
Jacobs from the Glencoe Club in Calgary.
14-7.
Good. Yep. Whoa. 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 Clean. Yep.
Very nice.
Yep.
Hard, Trev. You gotta go. Nice.
Hard. I could do that in practice.
Hard, Trev. Come on.
Hard. You gotta go. You gotta go.
Go.
Well, they're just not missing anything other
Great
now.
shot, buddy. Great shot.
Wow.
Nice.
Good sweep.
Nice, good sweep, Trev. I was trying to curl.
Hard to bring those 2 yellows back into play.
Forward.
You start making doubles, you're going to run into those.
Board.
Yeah.
Tape.
Oh, you got it, buddy.
Board weight.
So my other one last time was like control, eh?
Yeah.
Scott Mitchell.
Board. Hey, a little down.
Yes.
Yep. Little soft.
Hard.
Board.
Look at
Hard.
Nathan Steele.
Hard, bud.
Real hard, Nate.
Hard.
Gotta go.
Saved it once. And very nice.
Good sweep.
Cool, man.
Good shot.
Yeah. Both teams just squeaking that high guard, and you have to.
Getting a workout.
Easy hack.
Okay, just easy hack, guys.
Love to get to nose here. A roll away here might leave a double and roll back.
Hack. Oh, solid hack.
Solid hack.
Curl.
Come on, Matt.
Matt Hall.
Come on, Matt. It's moving. A little more.
Push. Straight. Whoa. Hard on the
And
other
where will
one,
this
the other
go?
one, yeah.
Not quite
Good
underneath,
work, Josh.
but they are sitting 3
Sweet, Matt.
without last rock,
12,
Saskatchewan.
it was 12.
Yeah.
Can you throw a soft weight or get to the inside, roll right across?
Hey, Sam, what
Yeah.
about rolling 2 rocks that way?
Right,
Yeah.
roll farther.
Just,
It's not sure what it's getting us.
it's opening it up. And we'll sit a bunch on the wings. Like, it's not. I'm just worried, like, you roll, you jam it, he makes the hack later and sits 4. Like,
Well, like, that's what you want to get, like there, so he has to jam it if he wants to go under.
you could, yeah, I like rolling big then, yeah.
It's hard to
Like,
roll to where I
can you make it
suggested
with hack
with that
and roll
guard, but
big?
Yeah,
the
like-
weight's soft enough you can.
Hey,
Like, the guard's not really in play for that,
yeah,
right?
hack.
It just seems to be weight sensitive on that side. Any kind of overthrow isn't coming up, but you heard them say the guard isn't in play, and that just means if Ryan is to tick on this guard, then the trajectory of the rock would go right by it.
Which they've done once already in the spot.
Brian Weeb.
Whoa.
Yep.
Clean, whoa.
Yes.
Whoa.
Please.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Curl.
Curl. Curl.
Nathan Steele.
Whoa. Give him lots of jam on back here.
And there is.
Okay.
And it does.
Slightly high side, pushing through that hole.
Yeah.
Through the hole.
Kathy?
Well, it is all tied up, as you can see that Yukon PEI battle. It was Tyler Smith making a triple on his final that forced Yukon, and McEwen continuing to pull ahead.
Looking to make it 6 straight wins. Last year's runner-up, Mike McEwen, out of the Nutana in Saskatoon. Josh Mattern.
11-5.
Gonna have to thread the needle here to avoid jamming on
For sure.
big wall in the back here.
Curl.
Lean on it.
Push. Curl, Matt. Hard. Come on, Matt.
And Hall. And when he leans on it, boy.
Okay.
These guys played together forever, so they would know, but that was a lefty out turn that runs that much straighter. That did nothing.
I think that's a shot.
A little more weight on that.
I think, yeah.
Speed-wise
Yes.
compared to Ryan Weebs.
Yeah.
Is that right?
That's all it takes.
I think we even want to over curl the center. No. Actually, no, never mind.
Hey, you got it, Ryan. Speed's good here.
Yeah.
Like a low 15.
The low 15, top 4.
You got it, buddy.
That was just heavy, though.
Yeah, that one was just 11.
Okay. That should be heavy.
Easy.
Needs to sit.
Not that bad.
Okay. Line's good.
Felt okay, guys.
Like we're on the tighter side of line here.
Line's nice.
I'd like to hold this straight, but really like to hold this straight.
Oh.
Like we're really over curling. Really over curling.
Okay, it's fine,
Okay,
Ryan.
it's not bad.
It's fine.
Okay, yeah.
To sit 2.
Throw it
Yeah.
a little harder.
Yeah.
Like
What
I
are
was
you seeing, like
seeing
a
like
10?
I was even thinking a 9 if we think
Sure.
that that's close. Like,
Yeah.
you good with a 9?
Yeah.
I don't think it harms you by getting rid of this one at
No.
all, right? So I like a 9. Probably like right there. It'll only come up
Like
a little
9-second roll, maybe?
Nose is fine.
Yeah,
I'm
nose,
seeing 9.
nose is better than
Okay.
rolling out on the low side and jamming.
9.95, little flop under.
Okay.
Nose is fine.
Yeah.
9.95 here.
Okay.
Get a little low here.
Ryland's got a really unique delivery. He's nice and solid, square the whole bit, and he kind of just drops his right shoulder at the last second, which kind of frees up his throwing arm a bit, and then he kind of gives it a little bit of a pop. Watch that right shoulder just kind of.
9-5.
Clean.
And he does it every single time.
Yeah.
Yes, you gotta go.
Hard!
Back to up.
Trevor Johnson. Mattered. Well, they got it. Saved it. Here we go. And they'll avoid the jam at the back. Still does leave Ontario's shot rock.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Not bad.
Good sweep.
Yep.
Good sweep.
Brings this into play.
Yeah.
It's dicey. Like, it's not the easiest shot. But even
Sorry, but 9-6.
Boy, they worked to get that by. That didn't look good. We're right behind it.
You're just a little straight.
Yeah.
Nice not to jam in the back. They spilled
I wanted to
everything.
be an 8th, and then I.
Yeah.
He'll have this draw, but I guess it's against 3.
It's got to make it perfect.
I like
too,
hack.
right? Yeah.
I'm fine with it.
Can you double
Probably
that?
the easiest way to get there.
Roll a hair
Yeah.
left. And
Like hack there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not sure
7.
that they'll get much curl past the yellow
No.
and the top of the forefoot. I think nose is pretty good, though.
You like hack here, Scott?
and then with
Just nose it with
one
hack.
big error, you could score a big score with it. Only one red over on the other side. It's you can get at that with the intern.
Like, I think it'll come up.
I think so too.
Like Josh and Ryan both just really jab theirs.
You got it, Sammy. Nathan will be
Yeah,
able
it's
to
tough
work
to
it
roll
too.
inside.
Really big.
If he can get to the nose, that's...
Yep. It's pretty good.
Yep.
Hair big. Clean. Whoa.
Sam Mooibroek, his first.
Clean. Nate.
Curl.
Clean.
Curl.
Nate. Whoa,
Steele now. Try to help it over.
Curl.
Straight.
Keeping it going.
Straight.
Now Mitchell straightens it
Hard.
out. And here we go. Bang. And he did get a little
Great shot.
inside.
Nice.
And almost
Good.
moved it far enough to bring that Ontario stone into play at the back of the 12.
Almost wrecked too. The young eyes. Good call. Really good call.
Yeah, and really nice speed control there,
Like
too.
a 12-5.
Sam had a few
12-5.
overthrows, but that was perfect. That's how they got that movement late.
Like right there. It'll come in here. That looks good. 12 to 12-5 here.
Okay.
Whichever weight's easiest.
Which one are you hitting? The
The
top,
top one, yeah.
Love stabbing people. Because, like, yeah, Scott softed his, and I think I probably threw the first clean one there.
Yeah, runs nice there.
Are you gonna be second?
Yeah, it did.
That'd be close if it can move the yellow. We just want to make sure we kill one.
We gotta get this yellow for sure. That's super.
In a 2-2 tie, dropping in on Yukon against PEI.
PEI was lying too, but Thomas Scoffin on his final made a run back and left his shot in the top of the 4. That is the shot stone, but probably about half open to Tyler from the hack. So he's trying to throw a hack weight shot and tap it back to lie to.
Won't be long. You'll see Tyler Smith on the Atlantic Pro Stock Tour. He's a stock car driver.
Almost touched it enough, eh?
Yep.
But it would have been tough to kill both with that weight, yeah.
Curl.
And enough to push it. Does. But can't hold that shooter.
Yeah.
That would have been tough anyways. Good attempt.
Give it to you guys.
Sam's been 3 feet heavy twice. He needs one now.
He's got some room to work with here. Biting the forefoot is a nice window for him to throw to.
Final stone. Sam Mooibroek.
Yeah, hey. I like it. I got like.
Mine's good.
But it wasn't much.
Mine's good, guys.
Still think we're there.
Running okay. Running nice. Starting to curl. 15-2.
Keep him down.
Good, Sam. Attaboy, Sam. Good.
And for 2. And for the first time in the game, Ontario had a better all-round end. And it results in 2 and a tie game. It's the Montana's Brier on a Tuesday night from Colona, Prospera Place. The 4 sheets in play. All the teams except for Quebec and Felix Asselin, who is sitting at 3-2. All the teams coming from the B pool of the 18 teams. And so that was a nice 2 for Ontario. They had looked out of sorts through the first 3, giving up steals in 2 and 3. And now for the first time in the game, here in 5, it's Saskatchewan, their champion from Saskatoon, Ryland Kleiter. It does have last rock, has the hammer, playing the red stone.
No, Sam. Give me the out.
Just a huge second point for Team Ontario. Now Sam has a draw he can reference for the rest of the game. He put it right on the button. So now he knows that that's what that 15-2 hog-to-hog speed feels like. And that's faster than it was earlier in the week.
Let's be patient with this heavy
That's where Kathy had a great point. They did not play this morning.
Back 8. Whoa, back 4. T. Wait's close.
Ryan.
Do you have to say that?
Good point. Or was it average point? Or?
No. I've got it
It's just
recorded.
Kathy's point.
T head.
We just try to hope it gets swallowed a bit.
Not bad. Okay.
I still like the double peel.
You do? I think you lock it on there.
In a 1-1 tie, Kathy, Alberta, Nova Scotia.
Well, some pretty special shot making. Brad Jacobs on his first came off the wall essentially and got Owen Stone off the forefoot, and Owen returned the favor by playing a thin pick, and so he, the Nova Scotia skip, is shot. Brad's trying to play a run back, has to connect with about 4 stones, but can't throw it too hard because he wants to keep his other stone around for 2. Bang, bang, bang. And there's your deuce.
Wow. Converting at 59%. So scoring 2 or more with last block. That's a great number.
Yeah, go ahead, Josh. Go ahead, Josh. Go ahead.
The Saskatchewan team, we mentioned the fact that they have been together. They've been on the ice training 4 and 5 times a week in preparation for this. And Kleiter in his pre-event interview said he really does believe they have something special.
Oh, no question.
These are really long weeks, a long championship. That team dynamic is so important, knowing how to pick each other up, because you're not going to make all your shots. So how do you get the most out of each performance, and just to be able to have that team practice and know everyone's tendencies and not just meet at the Bonspiel and see it there. It's such a huge advantage.
Back 12.
And he said, too, what we've heard from other first-timers, it's not just coming here and playing the game. It's all the ways you're pulled in different directions, whether it be going in and doing autograph signings or dealing with the media or doing appearances for the sponsors?
I was 22 at my first Brier, and we started 4-1, and we just thought this is no different than a regular spiel. And then we were at the North-South party, and you're at the autograph session, and you're at the opening breakfast and the luncheon, and we lost 5 of our last 6.
Yep. That North-South party did you in, didn't it?
Yeah, well, Hackner, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
What a shot.
At home. Wow.
That's a beauty.
That is really good.
Nice
Good, Matt.
Good toss, buddy.
Second double run back Saskatchewan's made. Josh Mattern had one in the first, and now Matt Hall. That's incredible.
Beauty.
Great shot, Matt.
Yeah.
I think you get 2 with board here.
Okay.
You got it, Ryan. Good board.
Mooibroek said something, Joe, to me prior to the game, and I said, "Right, what's your biggest takeaway through your first 4 games?" He says, "We just know we can compete playing our game." And I equated it to somebody stepping on the tee and seeing somebody bomb at 320 when you're a 250 hitter. And he said, we don't have to look across and try to be Jacobs or McEwen. We'll just be the Mooibroek team.
Yeah, and this is case in point. They love to play these lighter weight shots. Always scary leaving the opposition rocks and play without the hammer, though. But that being said, that's called a nade.
Look how close they got to the guard to make that perfect, too. They risked everything to get by like half an inch.
7/8 to 3/4.
They made the triple right-handed. Can they do it left-handed?
Well, he made one earlier, didn't he?
Yes.
Whoa! 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 Yep! Yep! Whoa! Yep!
1, 2,
Good shot, Josh.
and no, we'll drive it by.
Very nice.
Really good shot, though, because what does Ontario do now?
Are they shot?
Yes, they
Are
are.
they shot?
Is that a yes?
You might just have to know that.
Okay.
Wow.
We don't have to, but
What are you thinking?
I get that or a tight guard.
Yeah.
You could freeze to
The
the
guard's
back.
a little scary if he can get that.
I like this with board. Same thing I just drew.
I'd like a little bit more weight.
Okay, that's fine.
'Cause, like, your best shot is this.
Sure.
Like, I'm seeing control.
Hair high. Yeah.
Tape, you got it, Ryan. Nice control, buddy.
Hair high, boys.
Not the longest run back in the world. The fact they're softening their weight gives them the directional brushing, which also helps. But we see these missed all the time. 2 inches high, 2 inches low. They're in big trouble.
Control. Clean.
Clean.
Control.
Clean.
Clean. Yeah.
Clean. Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
Clean.
Whoa.
Clean.
Yep.
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 Mitchell.
Yeah.
Good shot.
Very, very nice.
Yeah, just looking a little sharper, Joe, here in the last
Good shot,
couple.
Ryan. Got it, boy.
Yeah.
Well, certainly the last one and now here.
Yeah, and with their style of play, they don't run them up and down the sheet. They put some pressure on themselves, and if they're a hair off, you see them pay for it. And we did in the first 2 ends with the steals, but they're rounding into form now.
The other one. It's really good, though.
What about?
You make it.
What about this double?
This one's almost the same, like an 8th rock.
Yeah, they're both thin, I guess. I mean,
You could maybe get like a thin. Yeah.
Just hit
I
roll,
still think-
just hit roll on top.
I still think you have to play a double.
You could try this one with like lighter weight, and if you roll there, that's fine.
I was almost.
That's
I
a
think
great
the other
call.
one's better,
And if you
guys.
catch it thin,
I think the other one's better. I don't mind taking crack at it. I mean, even
Like
if
this
you get
one?
the top one thick, like
Or
it's
if
not
you
a
go-
great situation for him.
Yeah.
take a run at this one.
Sure. Yeah.
If you go by, you get this one. So
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
If you go by, like, you hit and roll, probably.
Kind of worth. They're both very thin. The doubles worth taking it on though to try to get the back 12 rocks to count. You could also, as you said, hit and roll off the side one in front of the button.
Yeah, and then they might help you out. Yeah. They're all tricky. I know what they're thinking, though. If you ever stick this, you're in Biscuit City for a big score. Good point. If he actually goes right by it, he gets the back one.
Got it. Very nice. Oh, he almost touched all three.
Okay, that's fine.
You know, by comparison, you saw the 24% hammer efficiency. Compare that to the 59% that Jacobs has said. And they're number one. So that is a key statistic in the success of any team.
He rolls anywhere in front, and I almost just have to hit that.
I think it's just this, though. Like, I don't think you got many options here. Yeah. Make him make the hit and roll.
It's a really easy hit and roll. Like, it's anywhere in this direction, he gets 2, right?
Yeah, and if it's not perfect, he's got to make a double.
Have to make, Ryan, like, but if he rolls anywhere, I can't do anything, right? Like, that's the tough part. Like, if we make this,
I don't really see another shot. Like,
roll to here.
Okay, you're giving him this,
and then he groups it, and then it's blank.
Right.
I got a blank to give me deuce, right?
Okay. I'm
like,
okay
if he knows
with
it's
that.
not the end of the world, but I think we want to roll to there.
Okay.
Control.
Sure.
I think we have to roll in, don't we?
It's pretty thin if you nose it, isn't it?
No, if I nose, he just has to roll that way, though, and then he'll have a gimme. Okay. Like, if I roll in and he makes the double,
he rolls
then
closer.
I have a double.
Okay, I like it then.
Yeah, like, we would just give him the ultimate split house, and I just have to kill it. So
roll
roll
like a rock, half a
one
rock.
rock needs
I agree. Does he ever throw? He's never thrown the freeze because it might leave a double for 3 then, right?
Yeah.
They're solid.
Yeah.
They're solid.
Coming off a game when he was 91% in that 9-3 win over Yukon. It's been a slow start for this Ontario team. And right now they're sitting 2 and in a position maybe to force. Although let's not forget that red stone right there. The back of the...
Good with that? It's either that or this, right?
Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah, but like...
Turo thought hit and roll would happen now.
Well, like he's still... But I think if we nose this, how does he... Where does he roll where we don't have something for 2?
Yeah, you're probably right. He's never just drawing anywhere, right?
No, I don't think so. That would seem obnoxiously risky.
All right, let's play it then. 11? Yep. I like 11 to 11-5 though now.
I kind of thought that Saskatchewan would hit shot rock and roll in front of second shot.
That's what I'd be doing.
I think it's tough for him too.
Like, is there great...
Let's just chat about this really quick. Come down quick, Trev.
What's he doing if we do this?
Just want, so we're all on the same page. Josh is just asking about the draw,
if we do that
too.
and he's going here or what?
I think that's risky for him too.
I don't think he can hit it either, though.
No, he might try to freeze it right
we
here.
kind of like him trying a draw, don't we?
Yeah, I guess.
There's still a chance he leaves a double for 3 in that case.
Yeah.
And if he ever doesn't like quite get it there, it's just a nose hit for 2 or 3.
What do you think he's doing, Matt, if we're nosing this?
I don't know what he can do.
Nosing
His
this
best bet might be to draw something top 8, but
nosing this is fine, right? If he rolls this way, you got the double. It'll go over top.
Well, if he rolls to here, then it jams, right?
You'd have to play
Depends
this
where
roll.
he
You'd have
rolls.
to play the hit and roll.
Yeah.
Well, if you hit and roll, he's got the double. If you nose, he doesn't have the double. It goes.
What do you
on
like,
the
Red?
side. Yeah.
My gut honestly says to this to make him make a good shot, but I see what you're saying. Let's play this.
Sure.
Because we said I like this.
That's. I still think the best option, but what they're saying is
Just 11.
hit the back one, and then it's where does Ontario hit it and not leave a double, so that both are good.
11 to 11-5 here.
2-2. Now throwing an 84% game. It's been a consistent event so far for Ryland Kleiter.
Easy.
11.
Whoa. Curl.
Oh, it's heavy. Nice.
Curl.
No more.
Whoa. Right to curl.
Good shot.
It definitely does kick there.
Yeah, that's a shot.
How far?
It's probably
how
firm.
hard and how
It's probably
far are we
firm.
kicking it?
It's probably like firm 2/3.
Like this rock, our rock's spinning to there probably.
So the further we get this, the better, probably.
Yeah, and then at least if he's coming off of it, it
Yeah, and
goes
hope
into
it jams.
that.
Wait, firm, like thick half?
This will run dead straight. Yeah. You've seen a very thick.
What is it about teams from Saskatchewan? Those are his two low numbers. The loss to McEwen, and now at 75% against Kleiter. But Mooibroek comes in at 3-1.
Roll the center line.
He'd probably roll a foot and a half to the left. It would be a very tough double too. They're trying to hit this basically where the broom is with big weight. The shooter rolls over, kicks their own over a couple feet.
Heel, clean, yep, heel, yep. Hard!
Steal.
Right to it, hard. Hard, Nate, you gotta go.
Oh, he's going to go through.
Curl. What's up? Just 11. What was my weight on that last one? Do you remember?
Actually, curl.
11.
Probably 11.
It was 11. Right? Yeah. Okay, so 11 to 11.5.
So Kleiter will get his chance for 2 here in 5.
Okay. What was the weight on the last one, Matt? Matt, what'd you get on the last one?
11.
Yeah, they've seen this spot in the first end.
A couple ends ago here.
Have a good idea of how this will run.
Like the way the other peels will run, you should have been backing that up easily. $11, 10-5.
Whoa. Clean.
Final stone.
Clean.
Looking for a couple.
Clean, you're good. Clean. 10-7.
All right, attaboy.
Attaboy for sure. We'll go to the break. 4-2 Saskatchewan.
The 2025 Montana's Brier is presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By Home Hardware, here's how. By Scotties, Canada's #1 facial tissue brand. And by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada.
Slow start for Ontario and Sam Mooibroek as they huddle with their coach, Jake Higgs. Find themselves down by a couple as we check the numbers after 5.
Now, there's been some missed opportunities on execution for Team Ontario. Kleiter able to get the steal in the second end after a heavy draw from Sam. And in that fifth, that 2 stands out on the scoreboard for Saskatchewan after Mooibroek rolls out. Could have stuck, forced a tricky double, but just left the open takeout for that 2. And in particular, Rylan Kleiter, 90% on those draws. That's the difference in the game so far.
The numbers after 5 are brought to you by PointsBet, the official sports gaming partner of Curling Canada. Saskatchewan leads it, starting 6. Right now, sitting 2. Here we go. Mitchell, steal. Angle it back, touch it, move it, sit down. Pound him up.
Needs a big one. A little bit of curl. Slash it, get it. Oh, what a shot. Rylan Kleiter with the beauty.
Got to get it by that guard. Now bring it over, straighten it out. Oh, my goodness. Now sit down for the win.
Great team shot.
What a curling shot.
It's incredible.
Oh, how do you like that? Oh, how do you like that? That is gorgeous.
Triple.
Walker, here we go. Bang, bang. Oh, and he got them all. Nothing yet. Still nothing yet. All on its own. Oh, he got it through. My goodness. Mike McEwen. Magic Mike. Wow. Yeah.
So nice.
Put your hands together. So there is Pool A idle tonight, but top of the table, Guju with 5 straight wins, the defending champion. Reed Carruthers is having an outstanding event so far at 5-1, followed by Matt Dunstone 4-1, and Epping losing to Carruthers at 4-2. Everyone else below 500. On our side tonight, Pool B, McEwen's on the ice, Jacobs is on the ice. Asala is the only one not playing. And you would have to think for the teams at 2-2, such as Herschel and Kleiter, must wins for them to keep themselves within range. All right, let's update the game between Yukon and PEI. Kathy.
Well, on his final stone, Tyler Smith hit, and we heard Thomas Goffin go down and say, well, it's partly buried, but they've elected to take on the double. It is the guard that is the problem. If he can get to the nose, the double is a chance for two.
Whoa. Close. Yes. Straight. Straight. Hard. Girl. Whoa.
Team from Whitehorse, and got it.
There's your two.
To take the lead, going to the break. PEI and Smith winless so far in 5 after going 5-3 last year in Regina. Welcome back on this Tuesday night to Colona and the Montana's Brier. So here we go to the 6th. 4-2 Saskatchewan and Ryland Kleiter. Ontario and Sam Mooibroek with Last Rock. They have the hammer here in the 6th, playing the Yellowstone.
Little soft.
Curl. Yep. Curl.
Whoa. Hard on the red. Nice. That works. Shot. Yep. It's a great shot.
We saw in the afternoon draw, after the 5th end break, they do a mop during the break. It seemed like the ice got notably faster, so I'm very curious to see what happens this evening. It's already seems to be running quickly.
Wow.
Seems to be running quicker than before, but I wonder if we're going to see an even bigger speed increase.
Sorry, Maddie. All good.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened in that afternoon game.
Oh, dear.
The old either or. 5 Rock rule, you don't see a lot of corner peels. That might have been the first or second one of the week for Matt.
Line's good.
I thought they might peel it in towards the other Ontario Rock. You might have made the double. You couldn't double jam.
Line's good. Line's good. Line's good. Room. Line's good. Room, if anything. Line's good. Line's good.
Yeah. Curl.
No.
Nate.
Yep.
Nate. Whoa.
Shot.
Good.
That.
Yeah.
That's.
Kleiter can't take a run at the double either because it's going to jam.
Shade low.
Kathy.
That's my first thought.
Well, the Jacobs team is really applying a lot of pressure, but Nova Scotia is up to it, and that is why we have a very close game. It was a blank in 5, and the McEwen machine continues to roll.
No surprise, they are expected to finish 1-2. Jacobs, McEwen in the pool, and a stuff and a spill.
Oh,
Peel weight accuracy has been impressive tonight from Team Saskatchewan.
is it ever?
Same path at all that Nate just threw down.
Still going to be lightning, I
It was running the corner guard back. That almost didn't spill, and the shooter stays. So that could have been huge trouble for Saskatchewan. Just got it out.
Just. That doesn't get out 2 nights ago with a bit of frost. Big rotation here.
Line's okay.
A lot of rotation, guys. This should
Line's
run.
good.
Line's great.
Line's good. Little bit of room.
This will glide that foot or 2
Lot of room,
farther
Scott.
because of the
Curl.
spin.
Got to curl, Scott.
Curl.
Come on, Scott. You got to go. You got to go, bud.
Go, 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 go.
Keep going.
Go, go,
Keep
go
going.
hard.
2 more feet, you're good. 2 more feet, you're good. Good sweep. Good sweep.
It's dead stop. 2 more feet and you're good.
It's interesting, though. Look at the rotation on that stone.
Yes.
By comparison to Jean-Michel Menard of Quebec. And what did you say? Maybe 3 turns he gets.
Yeah,
down
exactly.
There, 3.5.
And I can't prove it, but if Menard had thrown exactly that same speed in the same spot with the same rock, with his rotation, it doesn't make the rings.
It will, yeah. Just get the weight right.
Yeah. It's that touch quicker, so think 12-5.
Yeah.
Clean.
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 Yep.
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 Whoa.
Whoa. Yep.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Yep.
Yep.
Yes.
Yes.
Hard. Hard. Hard.
Trevor Johnson. Oh.
Okay. Whoa.
Watch out.
Okay. That's all right.
Okay.
Not bad.
Okay.
Oh, that just a little.
Yeah, I
That
just
rearrangement
never left it.
leaves Ontario shot rock, top 4.
It was a big ask. That rock fully buried behind the corner. You had to just paper the guard to get at it.
Yeah, love it.
And missed it the right way.
Control. We can even throw board.
That was in our
I like
keys.
board.
Is make sure you get something out of those B shots, those plan Bs.
Nice and quick here.
And they did. Because now there's still work to do. You've got to roll this over. You've got to get the other red out. Not like it's a 3-ender yet.
Solid.
Airbag. Yep.
Yep.
Clean.
Clean. Yep.
Solid board. Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Big.
Whoa.
Whoa.
Off.
Curl.
Off. Curl.
Nathan Steele's got him.
Straight. Big.
Stay with it. Go, go, go. Yeah.
Hard.
Trying to get some separation, even them out.
Okay.
Because they're so tough.
A little heavy.
They all knew they wanted to roll a little farther, but you have to protect and not roll right out.
Gives you a better result. Or it's the other.
Half rock should make it, hey? Yep. Okay, let's play that one then.
Yeah, make the other team make their shot. That last time they kind of gifted Saskatchewan an easy 2. They were trying too hard to make the double as hard as possible. Ended up rolling out, and it was a open takeout.
Yes.
It is a little better result hitting it this way.
Yeah, I agree.
Ryland's going to hit the rock that's closer to center line first, so that his shooter will go out towards the wings and leave a steeper double, or a double where the shooter will roll out for Ontario.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Curl. Okay. All right. Okay, good sweep. Good throw. I'd have a double.
Wanted to hit that a little
Yeah, we're
thicker.
short here. Just
Wouldn't have rolled down the house
We
like
get a
that.
cheeky one. Like solid board.
yeah, board weight.
I threw a control waiter here earlier in the game that came up pretty good.
You know, if it comes up, nose is fine. Sound? Like,
Yeah, nose is totally fine.
Yeah.
Well, you'd rather roll 2 feet this way than nose it.
he's
Nose is
never
pretty
trying
bad.
that.
Well, nose, he rolls in front. I don't have a shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly
7,
right.
Yeah.
What weight, Sam?
Good board.
Okay, I like it.
Ontario noses this. Kleiter
Like an 11?
hits it and rolls a foot to
Yeah.
the right. It's a
I like it,
tough
Sam.
2.
Even a hair less,
Got it,
probably.
buddy. Roll right on
How
top.
quick it is.
Yeah.
You got it, buddy.
I think ideally, if you can roll that foot now, Kleiter might just blast maybe the 2.
Free draw for 2.
Clean. Yep. Whoa. Clean. Yep. Whoa.
Whoa!
Yep. Whoa. Curl. Whoa. Straight. Okay. Shot.
Try.
Dropping in again on Yukon and Prince Edward Island.
Well, this is the exact same shot that Tyler Smith had on his first. It was the exact same scenario. He elected to go around, but he just grazed the stone at the top of the 8-foot and rolled open, and Scoffin able to remove it, but did roll out. And no way for Tyler to get that shot, and so going in again needs a bite of the 4.
I think you gotta go. Stay down.
Line's good. It's straight the whole way, but yeah.
There was no dig on that stone on the top 8, huh?
Throw, Chuck Tyler.
No, it's pretty buried.
Okay, thank you. And that will be for 1.
So I just wanted to make sure you didn't lift up. Okay, boys, nice 11 here.
Clean. Weight's good.
Yep. Whoa. Yep.
Ryland Kleiter,
Whoa.
his team ranked number 6 in Canada coming in. Ontario number 8.
All right.
Spins away. Now they'll have a good look to see In fact, they are. Ontario, I believe, sitting 1.
Okay. Looked okay, but maybe 10-5.
So a drop to the 8-foot to tie it for Sam Mooibroek.
Better to double check than drop for 1.
The screen's a good tell.
Oh, the screen's also not always perfect.
Pretty quick here.
20, same 20 at the next release. If anything, it's a couple feet faster than beginning of the game.
Yeah, I agree.
It's a couple feet faster.
Yeah, I'll give it to you guys.
Yep, you got it, Sammy.
They won the Ontario Championship, beating Scott Howard in the final. In fact, they went undefeated in the provincial, winning all 5 games. And Mooibroek said they probably practiced more than they played.
Take a look.
Yeah. And Sam made an in-off.
Kind of looks all here.
Beat Scotty. It was the 3rd end, but the game opened 5-1. It was unbelievable off the boards for 3.
Well, you can't give these chances away.
Wow.
And he will not, as it grinds down that slide path, having a look around the edge, and kicked away for 2 to even it.
2.
Rachel Holman and the Holman Empire win the Canadian Women's Curling Championship.
Watching them right now, it's insane.
Dominant like I've never seen.
That team is doing something very special.
It's just surreal. I mean, Rachel Holman is just unbelievable. Probably one of the best performances I've ever seen.
They just shut down everybody that came their way.
That team is so talented. They're just amazing to watch.
Astonishing, the level of play.
They set the bar really high.
Unbelievable.
She's just making things look easy.
They're pretty flawless with everything they're able to do.
I think Rachel forgot to miss shots. I think she made all of them.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to go against her right now.
They're on a special run, and if they're watching this, enjoy it.
I wouldn't be surprised if I don't think anyone would if they didn't win another world championship this year. I have all the confidence in them heading to Worlds that, you know, they're going to go and get the job done.
Keep doing what you're doing. Clearly it's working, so don't change anything and just go represent Canada well.
Go Canada, go. We're cheering for you guys.
Holman Empire, go get them.
All Canada will be cheering you on, and we can't wait to watch.
They don't need any luck. They just got to keep doing what they're doing, and I know they'll represent the country great.
The Chief just keeps doing what she's doing. She's going to be unbelievable.
I'm happy that she's not here this week at the bar because she could cause some damage.
So there's your field that'll face Rachel Holman. Familiar names. Mentioned that China has come back. They had to work their way back to the A side of things, coming through the B pool. And then there's Virginia Paloskate, so from Lithuania. And that's who Rachel Holman will play also on that opening day against Scotland and Sophie Jackson. It all begins March the 15th from Uijeongbu, Korea. Four sheets in play on this Tuesday night here in Kelowna. Continuing coverage, Montana's Brier. So Ontario comes back with 2 of their own in 6. We're tied at 4. And we go to the 7th now, and it's last rock again for Saskatchewan and the team from the Nutana Curling Club in Saskatoon, skipped by Ryland Kleiter.
Bit of trouble for Saskatchewan. Missed their very first shot of the end, and they've been behind the 8 ball so far this end. That really opens things up. And a nice call here by Ontario. Weld another one on. A lot of teams would just hit this, try to get separation, maybe kick one Ontario rock behind the corner. But this is a nice aggressive play to stack a second one up and force Kleiter's hand.
Top 12. Yep. Line only. Yeah. Line only.
Really going now.
Hard.
Losing line here.
Going sideways.
Curl. Curl.
Nate. Curl, Nate.
Okay, it's not bad. Well, nose might be bad.
That took off more than expected. Hog line in.
Yeah, the weight was perfect.
Yeah.
It was going sideways.
Lots of rotation. You make this perfect, you're sitting 2.
Clean. Whoa. Whoa, curl. 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 Whoa. No.
It's a good shot.
Just geared away.
Real nice, buddy.
Okay, really nice. Attaboy. really good.
Spun right off the top.
I thought they were going to roll.
Actually ends up
No, I
exceptional.
think we're doing this.
Just hit and roll away. No.
Find the guard.
Then they're freezing behind the guard, and it's real bad. If we don't make this perfect, he's drawing around anyways.
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
just
but then we
this.
can come off of that. I guess nose, okay? Right? Like, okay, whatever you're seeing, Sam.
I really don't like this.
Okay, this is really not good for us.
They're both kind of right. You roll behind the corner. If they make a good freeze, you're in a bit of trouble.
This way.
Make a good shot. Like,
let's play the first call, Sam. Let's play this then.
Why are we grouping our rocks?
Sam, call whatever you're seeing first.
We can play this too.
Control.
Oh my God. I don't know what this is. All right. Control.
Okay, so you can hear the other end is a little bit out of sorts because of the fact they don't understand why Ontario would want to group their rocks.
Yeah, it's tomato. If you roll buried, Kleiter makes a really good freeze. Sam's right. But those things all have to happen.
Roll away.
Rolling away, I still think is the safest play, which is what they're going to end up doing here.
Well, we'll test this theory.
Yeah.
There you go.
I personally like this call. I mean, now they're sitting 2, and Saskatchewan has to make a perfect freeze.
Right.
And they won't be shot if they make that perfect freeze.
Well, I thought the runner
guys. Also play that to plant.
I'm with you. There you go. Now they're going to play the runner. The other one, when they were going to hit the wide right, red, kick the yellow over if they somehow got separation by kicking it over, which is very hard. That was a good call, too. So I thought Sam was right and Sam was wrong.
Ultimately, Saskatchewan made a really good shot, and there wasn't a great option for Ontario.
Saskatchewan trying to win 6 in a row as they play the team from Hay River.
And it's not as though Mike is trying to run up the score. They, like Brad Jacobs, are trying to play as they would have to regardless of the score. And they are already lying 2. Bartling coming around is third shot. Mike is trying to run this stone back. It would be for 5.
So they've got rid of Colton Flash and put in a better brusher with
Dean Kleiter.
Brent Lang.
Or Brent Lang.
Girl.
Here we go, running it back, and got it, and will it sit down?
Either way.
Top 8.
I will. So they'll get 1, 2, 3, and 4.
Shoot. Good call. Thanks.
Whatever you're seeing.
Yeah, I really thought that would come up.
And it's really hard when you're playing someone and you're not interested in making them feel bad or running the score, but you're in a national championship, and the only way to win is to stay at the height of what you can perform at.
Whatever you're seeing. I'm okay with that first call now.
And I don't think the opposition feels that anyway.
Just normal.
I think Sam believes the rock at the back of the rings is in. It's what I heard. They might be taking on the double here.
I think so. It makes the most sense.
Solid Norm.
Ryan Weeb will give it a go.
Whoa. Yep. Whoa. Yeah. Whoa. Jeez.
And he stuffed it.
No curl there.
Remembering now that Saskatchewan does have last rock, so that may get on the board.
That shot's fooled everybody all week. You go out middle 12 or farther, you're guessing that there's either frost or pebble or both, and it just doesn't curl.
Yeah, sure.
Earlier today, they kind of referred to it as a shelf.
Must be.
I've seen more of those.
Yeah, it'll curl.
Just once you get inside that edge of 12, that's where you see more finish.
Solid 11-5.
Clean. Roll up.
Curl. Clean, curl.
Curl.
Keep
it moving.
Curl.
It's moving, man.
Clean,
It's moving.
clean. Straight. Curl. Straight.
No.
On its own. Not by Josh. Real nice, buddy.
Good sweep, Matt.
Or we could have played the same
The roll.
if you wanted to call it the last one. Solid board.
Roll up 2 feet deeper, and there's a half rock double that Sam Mooibroek's probably going to make, so that's a good spot to leave it.
Good board. Hey, I like it, Sam.
Try to roll in front here.
Solid board.
Solid board, okay.
You gotta hit about a third.
Try to throw the weight that if you hit it too thick, you don't roll across the top.
It's gonna look ugly.
Then good things are gonna happen.
It rolls so hard once you cross the line.
Hey, I like it, Sam. Good board?
Yeah.
Let's make it, buddy.
Yeah, buddy. Oh, board. Clean. Board. Clean. Yep.
Sam Mooibroek.
Clean.
And his first. Skip Stone's here in 7.
Whoa, curl. Whoa, straight. Thin.
Thin. And touch it. And no, they still leave. That's Saskatchewan Stone as the shot rock back edge.
Well, they had that if they'd
so close.
gone with the plan B earlier.
Just hit this a little too thick to make the double.
Whoa, straight. Thin.
Yep, right. Yep, right out.
Oh my God.
That's close, yeah.
That gives us, that's probably edge to edge is what I see with that red.
I don't think this is ever like staying in the open.
No, I agree. We can finish it in there. Just draw around, even fully open's good.
Don't want to give Kleiter too many of these. His speed control is usually spot on.
Want to be like top 12.
Well, he was pretty speedy as a football player. He was a receiver kicker, and he won 4
Speed-wise?
national junior football championships with the Saskatoon Hilltops. And then he also played a year with the University of Regina Rams as a receiver kicker. And just prior to COVID, he was planning to go to an open trial with the Rough Riders. But the COVID killed that. And as he said, I said, you missed the games? He says, no, my body's a lot better since I stopped playing football.
Top 8.
We're definitely getting buried here.
On its own.
Okay,
Got to be above T.
14-7.
Oh, we got to sit.
Oh.
Can we like open this up?
No, not really.
Okay.
Decision time.
Okay, Ryan.
Do you freeze one in, or do you give him 2?
Yeah.
Be tempting to freeze.
It would be. You'll see the clock.
I got a good time on it too. It was a
above
15.
Brian Weeb's shoulder. Like they're in below 10 minutes now with 3 ends to play, so they don't have a ton of time to debate this.
If I make the freeze, we jump a ton. Yeah, you can just nose tap it too if you need to. I don't mind the freeze.
I don't have to be that good to still only give up 2.
I'm good with the freeze if you're seeing it.
Okay.
I think that's the call.
What do you
like?
With great ice and great brushing, this isn't that big a gamble. You know, obviously bounces off. He's been heavy in a lot of them, but it's time to make one.
15-5, I think is perfect too.
And he's made his last 2.
Right.
He's got a great idea of what draw weight is, and this doesn't have to be frozen. It just has to be on the right line. Can tap it a bit if the line's good, or a little light's fine.
Trying to hold Saskatchewan. If he makes the perfect freeze to a possible single here, Sam Mooibroek. As we play here in 7. Can you lay this right on the corner? Nathan Steele has got him.
Keep going, Nate. Keep going, Nate.
It's all up to Steele.
Keep going, Nate. Okay, good brush.
And no. And he will spill away. That's the danger, huh?
Yeah, but yeah.
Right there. 12?
You can drag it, I don't know, 8 feet on a surface like this. You got to be able to dial that back.
This is where you learn a lot about yourself, is at these big events, your tendencies.
That's a little sus.
A little tight on time, so maybe you don't do the full pre-shot.
Wait, 11, 12.
Sometimes your body can deceive you. A little bit more adrenaline. You don't feel like you're going as fast as you are.
As we say, it's a big game for both.
11.
Just because of the fact now they'll take control of Saskatchewan. If they should win this, then that would be their advantage should they be tied at the end of round robin. Head-to-head would determine who gets the placing. And you can place 3 on the board for Saskatchewan and Kleiter. A big 3 by Saskatchewan's Ryland Kleiter in the 7th. Breaks it open as they now lead it over Sam Mooibroek and the Ontario champions from Whitby. 7-4, but Ontario now will try to get that back. Here in the 8th, they have the last rock. They have the hammer playing the Yellowstones.
You gotta go. You gotta go. Hard grind. Hard grind. Hard grind. Till it stops, buddy. Keep going.
Sure. I think just because that guard's a little hot, I think we go here, Matty.
That guard's pretty useless.
Okay, I think this is sliding the same as the draw to the button, eh? Very similar?
Yes, it is.
Kleiter's up 3. They could throw a guard on the center line situation and keep Ontario busy in the middle. It's one play a team will do. A lot of teams are now doing the choke shot, so they'll come around a corner. They try to stay open, so edge on edge or maybe just a quarter under, and be about top 8 foot or so. So blocks the draw for the opposition.
And it's raisable if it's open, right?
Don't put it beside this.
You want to deep?
But it is precise. Anything light kind of acts as a guard. Anything heavy is something you can freeze to.
Okay.
All right.
So they wouldn't. That's not ideal. That needed to be about 4 feet lighter. So the choke shot is a great result, but it is very precise.
Heavy clean. Heavy clean. Clean. Clean.
Line's good.
I got big.
Line's good.
I got big. Clean. Clean. Clean.
Line's good. Close to the line.
Yep.
Line's good. Yep. Line.
Yep. We gotta go. Top 8.
Hard. Say line's good if we're there. Hard. You're not here. You gotta go wait.
Yep. Hard.
Hard, Nate. Hard, Nate. Keep going. Keep going, Nate. All the way.
Really nice brush
Go. Good job.
by Nathan Steele.
That's a tough spot to put a curling rock. Just got by that top one.
3-2 Alberta, and Jacobs leading, Kathy.
Well, that Yellowstone was the final one by Owen. He tried to get around and rubbed off a little bit. It is partially open, but it goes directly onto the Jacobs stone. So this is the slash. Hit as much of the stone that you can see onto the yellow. Potential is 4 or 5 if you can keep the shooter.
Wow. And will it sit for 5? No, it'll be a 4.
But what just an important game for Brad Jacobs. But for Owen Purcell before the event said that Brad Jacobs was one of his heroes, and he actually reached out to him and was prepared to mentor him a little bit about what this Brier was all about. What a great experience to be on the same sheet of ice.
And what a I mean, they are just explosive, as we might expect. That's the 5th end of 4 or more points scored by Jacobs.
That's crazy.
Impressive.
Hard, Nate. Curl, Nate. Keep going. Just go. Just go. Curl, Nate. Keep going. Curl, Nate.
Hey, good shot. Okay.
I'll curl here, right? Yeah.
A lot of brushing this game, both teams.
And you like to see it quicker speed on the surface, so throwers trying to let the sweepers take it to the spot instead of praying for it to stop.
Clean.
This is what you train for.
Good, Jay. Nice throw, bud.
Matty, here for a second.
First final, Kathy.
And a very comfortable, relatively easy game for Mike McEwen and his team. They got off to a good start and rolled right through.
14-2 the final. So that's 6 straight wins for McEwen. And Aaron Bartling falls to 0-5. Next game for McEwen will be against his Nutana clubmate and Kleiter.
They had a battle in the provincials a couple years ago too.
McEwen won it last year, actually.
Yeah,
24.
Just not sharp here. You just cannot roll out at this level. Ice that good.
My first thought, you could nose it.
You could, yeah.
My first thought is 11. No.
Okay. This guard is no use to them, I don't think,
it's
right?
not. I agree.
Like, if you rip it, they're going to have a tough time scoring.
Is it going easily, though?
Pardon?
Is it easily going?
I'm good with this.
Okay. I like it.
I'm always going to have a chase, right?
In a 4-4 tie,
Okay.
Yukon against Prince Edward Island.
Well, both of these teams want to start this event all over because they're both playing very well now. Thomas Scoffin hitting and rolling to the 4-foot on his first, and that Yellowstone, you see, that was Tyler Smith's last shot, the draw. This is the in off the boards.
Big in off coming here. Thomas Scoffin, Joe Wallingham calling line, and not a chance. And so that Yellowstone right there belongs to PEI, and they'll take the lead on the steal.
Whoa! Whoa, whoa. Yep. It's close. Whoa, no.
And they can't squish that Ontario stone out.
That was supposed to be a peel, not a dead on, I assume, with that kind of weight.
Yeah, they were talking about just playing the nose. But
Yeah.
that would have been more of a hack weight
Right.
shot. So I think they must have tried to spill it and just unable to do so.
I like the spill because you hit it thin, you would have killed maybe one or two on the left. There wouldn't have been a pocket like there is now. Now there's a bit of a problem because you didn't get it out. And there's a pocket.
Curl.
So you go Five Rock roll, you go from no concern for Team Saskatchewan to this is a death pocket on the left-hand side of the screen as we see it.
Just don't move it too far here.
Whoa. Straight. Good.
Did they miss the pocket? Weren't they trying to play it right into them?
Yeah, they wanted it 5 inches to the right kind of thing, but I don't believe they can squirt it out to our left. So it's pretty good.
Little flopping. Okay. Yeah. 11? Nose or a little
For Kleiter, though, he'll make this nose hit, maybe flop in towards the center line of it, and they'll be sitting 2. Relatively flat in the rings.
Same weight. I threw that 11 last time, so.
Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
That looks pretty good. All right, boys. Nice 11 there.
Skip Stone's in 8.
Whoa.
And they lead by 3.
Close. Clean. Yep.
Kleiter in Saskatchewan.
Whoa. Yeah. Clean. Whoa.
Good. Shot. Good ride, boy.
11.
Good throw.
You can't kill either one.
Good call, buddy. That's probably close, just the way that it ran.
If you go
Scott, what do you like? Like, this thing can't leave. Inside that, you throw it hard, try to roll it into the pile.
I'm just thinking.
I don't think I can get over there.
Like Sam, like this. He's got,
Like,
at least he's make him make a shot. Like if you roll into here, like we'll always have something for 2. I just think this is such a grind.
It is, but I'm just wondering if the grind is worth it to try to get 3 out of it.
Like, you're making
I don't think we're getting 3 here.
right?
We're never getting 3 here.
No.
Well, if I make a half rock corner freeze.
We're just playing for 2 guys.
Right, yeah. But
like
even 2.
I think it's just this, right?
It's hard.
It's easier than this, right? Like,
I'm just saying, like if I roll anywhere and he gets, like if I go to here and he gets anything back this way, I don't have anything.
I don't think we're getting 3. You go here.
No. If I'm
he
shot,
doesn't hit anything. He draws somewhere. You got to make a triple.
Well, if I'm shot, I have no hit for 2.
For 2, yeah. That's what I mean.
Good.
I don't think we're really getting 3 unless
if
we
he
get
ever
a 0.
misses.
Yeah. If we get a 0, yeah, we can get a 3. But
You ever just play a hit and roll over?
I think we just simplify this.
Yeah.
If we're playing the roll, we have to roll like super low though to make sure I have a double off of this thing.
Yeah, we're just rolling beside.
We're naturally going at least even with Norm, right? With that red.
Yeah, you like Norm?
Could throw peel and try that.
I kind of like that.
That's my favorite call. Throw it really hard. Try to roll on top of the red.
Yeah.
Okay.
But even peel at least goes
Desperate
into
times,
like there
right?
kind of thing. Like,
play this.
What kind
Try
of
to
weight?
roll like halfway behind it.
What kind of weight?
Control.
Okay. Yeah.
These guys, I think they're going to look back, and they're chewing up a lot of time.
You just really hate that freeze, eh?
Yeah, they're down to
really
6
hate
minutes
that
of
freeze?
thinking time.
They still have their timeout to use.
Still, it's just tight. Like 3 minutes of thinking time for an end is doable. You just don't have a lot of time for discussions like the one they just had.
Managing that clock.
Whoa, whoa, solid control.
Sam Mooibroek.
Whoa.
And his
Whoa.
first.
Clean. Clean. Yep. 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 Hard. Hard.
Again, steal.
Hard. Okay. Okay.
And he'll leave
Shot.
it there. I missed it. Did they wave off the call rolling over, or was that the intent right there?
Yeah, they wanted to roll over, just over curled.
Oh my gosh, okay.
I don't think
Didn't you expect more weight than that?
It is going to curl, but we
to
just
make that kind of roll?
They called for control. They wanted
Okay.
to just keep the shooter.
Well, it's going to be 2 rocks higher than where it just was, right?
Right.
That's
If
probably.
I go the intern, I can
It's going to be
take.
pretty close to half a rock control, isn't it? Take a look at it.
I'm just seeing the.
Same weight.
For their age, this team's so brilliant. They're smart, so I hate to be critical here, but I'm going to be critical.
Same weight here.
They spent so much time, the 4 of them, trying to skip a decision, and nobody talks about the spot in the ice and how to execute it.
It's also the back end dynamics. Mooibroek and Ryan Weep still probably sorting out how to settle on the shot, because there's a lot of back and forth there.
Clean.
It's a relationship that takes time to build as they're building their team style.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Kleiter.
Little roll. Yep. 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 Yep.
And we'll roll it towards the center line. They are sitting 2.
Best spot.
Beautiful roll.
Yeah, normal.
All right, 7-2. We saw Alberta get their 4 in 7 count.
Well, and Brad Jacobs in this end made a straight back to lie 3 on his first and a double to lie 2 on his second. So Owen has certainly had rocks in play, but Brad Jacobs is making them all go away. This is the force. There is a biter on the outside. No blank. So trying to nose.
Yep. Nice. Sweet, Brian.
And that works for the single.
They're solid. Whoa, 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 whoa. They're solid.
We're down 4 without.
Curl.
All right, we're going to call it.
And they're going to call it. So it'll be the win. Oh, my. Goodness. 2 more there. And that'll be the game there. Huge win for Kleiter and Saskatchewan to improve their record to 3-2. Mooibroek also now 3-2, make the final. 9-4 Saskatchewan. And Mooibroek and Ontario never really looked good from first stone against this Kleiter team that looked sharp out of the Nutana in Saskatoon, and now heading towards a showdown with their club mate and McEwen. And we get the handshakes here after just the 1 for Nova Scotia. 7-3 there. And Jacobs goes to 5-0 here in Colona. Well, all smiles for Island Kleiter and Saskatchewan out of the Nutana in Saskatoon as they pick up the win and look very impressive doing it, taking advantage of a Sam Mooibroek team that really wasn't on their game, and the numbers by the skipper himself indicate that. The 3 and then the steal of 2. In fact, you go back, there was a steal of a single in the third, so 3 stolen points for Saskatchewan as they pick up a very important win. The game story brought to you by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. Well, that was quick, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3 over like that. And so just 1 game remains on the ice. And it's Yukon against Prince Edward Island. Thomas Scoffin and his team from the White Horse Curling Club. It's Joe Wallingham, Trig Jensen, and Kerr Drummond against Prince Edward Island and Tyler Smith. They hail from the Crapo Community Curling Club with Ed White, Christopher Gallant and Adam Cox at third.
And for Team Yukon, they have had a deuce set up for most of this end, replacing stones. And so for Tyler, trying to hit and roll hard to the other side of the house, maybe stop underneath that tight guard, biting the house.
Yeah, I need some weight here, Kath. Kick it across. You could kind of roll behind any of those three, would make it a nuisance.
Like 7-5. Oh, clean. Yep.
As mentioned last year, one game away from making the playoffs, finished at 5-3. And this year we're looking for his first win. Can you get it in behind your own? And it will. Lovely hit and roll over to sit T-line 4 and undercover.
Yeah, we're good.
Tyler makes a lot of those shots. It's unbelievable. It doesn't matter what it is, soft ones, hard ones. Really good.
I was really surprised to see that number of 75 come up. He has made a lot of really good shots tonight. I would have expected it would have been higher.
It's pretty dead, but we got to run it. We got to run it there.
You can't play the double and roll in, I don't believe.
I don't think we can roll on with the hit. Yeah,
There.
you can see us slip a little bit. That's a bit it.
Gonna try and dig it out of there, Joe?
I think so, and I think they're going to try to play it for 2. This is tough. We need to curl past the guard. That rock is virtually fully buried.
Fully buried, but I think it's the only way to score 2. Oh, yeah. I think so. Like, the run never rolls on unless... Okay.
Only other option is a wide double.
Okay.
Not that that would be easy.
And carve the shit out of it once it gets going.
So
Curl through the middle here. Yeah.
Joe Wallingham goes into the house to hold the brush, leaving Trig Jensen and Kerr Drummond to brush. Fifth appearance for Scoffin. He went 2-6 a year ago in Regina.
Clean. Hack. Whoa. Close. Clean. Hack. Curl.
Hacks quite a bit.
Now Drummond. Gotta get it over. Get it by that guard there and dig it out. Here we go. Got it by. Now, will you sit though? Push it through, sit down, and it will. For 2, Thomas Scoffin, Yukon.
World class.
Trying to win a second. It's a huge 2 points to extend their lead. One game remains on the ice as we welcome you back to Colona on this Tuesday night to close out day 5 of the Montana's run. Wonderful shot by Thomas Scoffin as he dug that stone out, was able to hold the shooter to pick up 2 to take the lead by 1, 6-5. Now it's up to Tyler Smith. 1 to tie, force an extra, 2 to win it. Here in 10, he has the hammer, playing the Yellowstones.
Good spot, Ed.
Joanne Courtney's impressed with Kerr Drummond's brushing, and he did a good job.
Yeah, when I heard the call of hack weight out of the hand, I thought, no way are they going to be able to get this to curl, and he made it walk over just enough. What's the new addition to this team? He was at the Brier last year playing for Alberta, Aaron Sluchinski.
They went 4-4. And of course his brother is Greg Drummond, the 14 Olympic silver medalist, and now is the head coach of Great Britain.
That's true.
Yeah, so lots of curling ties.
It just timed that perfect. Like you almost have to miss wide, and then you've got more time to get it moving.
Well, if he would have been tight and they would have swept to hold the line, I don't think that rock finishes
Not a
that
chance.
way.
Help him. Yep. Hard. Keep him moving. Yep. Come on. Line's good. Yep. Hard there. You're good. You're good.
It's good.
Shot. Good shot.
We need to throw something that hard right now, do we?
Do something like this.
Yeah, I think there's less risk in that.
Yeah.
Does
we
it
just
double
gotta get
jam
it
on ours,
buried.
though?
What's that?
If we double it, does it jam on ours?
No, should go over.
Possibly.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, so just roll.
I think you're just trying to roll here.
Okay, 10.
We could go this way too, but then 10.
Okay.
This is where it's really debatable what to do, and you know, there's no real wrong call here, but you want to get rid of these 3 right up the middle so that that buried one can count. You don't want to throw this hard enough to roll out.
Yep. Hard! 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 Stay down, Adam.
Okay, not terrible.
Okay. A little easy. Yeah. Hey?
May get to crack at the double now.
A little down.
Even if you just nose it and roll it to the center, it's fine.
Okay.
I'm seeing it with the out.
Yeah, me too.
Normal.
Okay. Just normal.
I like what Kerr Drummond said too. Even if you nose it, you know, you need to have that plan B, that tolerance relayed to the guy that's throwing it. You don't want to miss it the other way. For instance, jam it, roll out, leave it buried. So you're better to miss this tight than wide.
Yep. Hard. 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 Yep. Hard. 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 Hard.
Okay.
Good.
That's good.
So we mentioned Greg Drummond is Kerr's brother, and in 14, of course,
This way and just jam it
Greg
here.
was playing with this man, David
You want us to make
Murdoch,
the double
was
now?
representing
What's that?
Great Britain. They
double now?
lost to Brad Jacobs.
Right.
Yeah.
14 in Sochi, and now, of course,
double if you do
David is the high performance director for Curling Canada.
Shade high.
Dave's doing an awesome
I
job.
think just like 9-5 though.
Okay. Just a little bit more than last one, eh?
Yeah.
He looked at me and he just went,
I did. That's
don't look at me anymore. Don't answer. Never saw such a blank stare in my life.
A lot of people look at you and it's just a blank stare.
Really
Eyes got wide like a deer.
That's fine.
That's good.
It's okay.
Shot. That's a good spot.
I don't mind that at all.
Is the double available?
Oh, then we need to whip that.
We got to make sure your shooter sticks around.
I think it is, eh?
Yeah, just roll in the middle.
Like this. That's really good.
That's what we got.
It's more natural with the in.
What's that? More natural at the
I
end.
see it like firm with the in.
Okay.
Never met a Scottish curler that didn't love to hit. I guess you could come across here thick and wreck into your own, though. But the double's technically there.
Even big roll over behind the corners and out count the yellow on the side.
You better, wouldn't it?
Yeah, they're not whipping this.
Just firm.
Yep.
Hard, hard,
Hard.
hard.
Whoa. Yep. Yep. Whoa. Whoa. Yep. Yes. Whoa.
Shooter.
Whoa.
Jensen,
Whoa.
here we go, coming across.
6.
How do you like that? Oh, terrific stuff. Kerr Drummond lays it on the edge.
Yep.
And Yukon sits 2 without last rock.
Don't throw the weight that if you hit it too thick, it'll roll across the top. And that's exactly what he did. It was kind of a down, well, about a normal, I guess. And then if that hits it thicker, it's not going past the yellow. Really good shot.
Okay, got top 8, top 4.
Max. Close.
Stay close for
Yep.
line, guys.
Four.
It's gonna
Yep.
snap.
Room.
Little big.
Room.
Wait, real close.
Room. Line's good. Weight only.
Go easy.
You got room, guys.
Got it.
Whoa,
curl.
whoa, we're
It's not close for line.
Go back and bury it?
Yeah, you gotta go. You gotta go.
Gotta be second shot.
Yeah, you gotta go.
Tick off that
Hard
red.
wrist, hard
Keep
wrist,
going, keep
hard
going, keep
wrist,
going,
hard
keep
wrist, hard wrist. Whoa.
Gallant will take it back.
Throw.
It will be second shot.
Fine.
Just a bit of an oversweep there. Could have let that work for line. 10th ender coming through the middle. You assume as a sweeper it's not going to be quite as good, but that ran nice.
Yeah, you don't really want to go there. Then you'll just play the double.
Yeah.
You make that 6 meter run back.
Straight back.
Slither low might be okay as well. I think we just, yeah. I don't know if we want to stick there, though.
Okay.
Right? Just makes a pocket. Straight back?
Straight back, smooth.
You got her.
Bill.
Lean.
Yep. Yep. Whoa, whoa.
Jensen.
Yes! Yes!
Still with it. Jensen all the way down.
Right to it.
And got it. And leaves that shooter up top and maybe covering a quarter of the stone on the lid.
Just grazed his own. He actually would have made the yellow double.
That's good. Yeah. We got a center now. Nice shots.
Two great shots.
Like 10-5 or 10. What do they do if we make the chase in the turn right now? We're going to probably roll away.
10. 10 to 10-2.
Okay.
He going through the port, rolling left.
I think so. Get second and third under cover.
10-2, 10-5.
Whoa.
Whoa. Whoa.
Whoa.
Little,
Clean.
Little big.
Clean.
Whoa.
Whoa. Curl.
Curl it.
Curl.
Hard, Chris.
Whoa.
Curl.
Curl. Curl.
Get up. Beauty, Adam.
Wow. They all thought it was going to nose and just finished at the end.
Great shot. Yep.
Yeah. Just forget about that. Yeah, call time if you want. I think you just forget about this now.
Yep.
Like, surprised he didn't hit this one with his, so gives us an opportunity. You can go half around, you can go short. He rips the double, you guard it again. I don't see anything good freezing that. Well, if you freeze it, he hits some flops, you got a short run back, I guess, but.
Yeah, other than we're line 2. Right?
Yeah.
Like I can chase it a
Got
bit.
that angle raised for 3 though.
I probably have to with where that guard is.
If you go half, if you go there, that's not going to be gone.
Well, then, I mean, he's making the double.
What do you like?
If we go here, we have to leave him a nose hit so he sticks around.
I don't like chasing that yellow. I think we're in it for the steal now. Yeah, it's possible.
I don't think we can guard against that, but.
So what happens if you do go and chase that and sit right on there? What does he do?
Then he'll play a little hack waiter, roll it there, and if you don't make that, it's a free draw for the win.
He can get under with hack, right?
Yep.
Yeah, he can almost
shot,
fill rock. It's warping in there huge.
Yep.
What if you Christmas tree and like go like around the red one? Like,
That's what I'm seeing.
yeah.
I don't think it's that easy to throw the out turn, hit and roll to the right.
To make, and then you can lock one on. Got no shot for 2.
I think he's gonna blast him off.
You could even go right here.
Yeah.
Makes it. If you go right here and he tries to rip.
Yeah. I think that's the call.
I like that.
Because then it goes into here.
Makes all 3, then you freeze that, and it's
right there.
Even a little bit higher, Tom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
somewhere.
We haven't talked about that yellow slash.
No.
That will be available for
Yeah.
PEI.
I think we just leave this shit over there.
Yeah.
We're in it for the steal now.
Yep.
How's the speed here?
Speed's nice.
Yeah, it's fast.
Really good.
Fast?
Yeah.
They must have a bit more curl on this sheet because that shot stone is about
like
a quarter covered behind a really tight guard, and they feel that it's the chaseable and the inside roll is there too.
Yeah, I'd like to see it. I'm not sure that's. You'd have to really carve that over. This works though.
Clean. Half tight.
You'd have to think
Halfway. Line's good.
PI's going to double peel, then you can sit 2 somewhere.
Line's good. Tight. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Whoa, whoa. Line's good.
Tight. Real tight.
Whoa, whoa. Do you have to wrap it?
No, beside it.
Whoa,
Yep.
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Yep.
Whoa. That's a good spot.
Okay.
Shot.
Shot, Tom.
Just slightly staggered.
That's pretty close to perfect.
It'll be the same thing.
Kind of almost framed.
Which one are you saying?
The one he just threw
Yeah.
right here.
Through it. Yeah.
Through here.
Yep.
Right, and then he loops
He
around
loops,
again, and then
you
I
got
have
the
that
crowd.
for the win.
Yeah.
I think that's the shot.
That's the easiest one.
Yeah. It's either that or we double peel that.
Yeah, I feel like double peel. He's just playing this on us anyway, and it's a single.
Yeah, and he can be, because he can bounce.
He's got a whole bunch of room to bounce it.
Let's play this into here, under there.
Well, should have finished that guard a little bit once they knew it was heavy. Try to tuck a little piece.
Absolutely.
They were just kind of praying for it to stop.
Wick and make all of them.
Do you think
even if you
him?
just put it right through here, right? It's not.
Thing is, that's right. I mean, you don't think there's any bit of an overlap there, right? He can get to the nose of it?
I think he has just enough.
Okay. He doesn't have to get to the nose. He has to get it right where the broom is. The tricky part is he's got to tick the shot rock really thin, or he's going to redirect onto the yellows.
Player numbers are brought to you by New Holland, proud sponsor of Curling Canada. Tyler Smith and his first.
Whoa, whoa, yes.
Ed White coming to it, got it, and he does.
Yeah.
Hey, he's not tired.
Shade thinner.
Just seconds on top 8.
So close.
Doesn't have to bury.
You didn't want to miss the shot rock. You just had to get that paper thinner.
Yeah. Same way. Yeah. A broom head left. Oh, middle. I like to even sweep it.
Looks nice.
Looks like a lot of.
It looks like a lot.
Full 8.
Looks like a lot.
Well, that's where it's a broom head left.
Is it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same weight, eh?
Full 8? Yeah, same weight.
You do the same weight.
What a wonderful surface when you can go nearly middle 12 foot to draw the button.
Thomas Scoffin,
Weight's good. Top 12.
the university champion from Alberta back in 15, and interestingly enough, he lost the Canadian junior
No, line's good.
to Matt Dunstone, who's here, of course.
Top 4. Yep. Line only, line only.
Curl. Whoa, curl.
Looks perfect.
Whoa.
Top 8 is what they wanted.
Whoa.
And around, and they'll just touch the top 4.
Attaboy.
Yeah.
I think shot there.
Yep.
Precision. That's a really good spot.
Look at it here.
Yeah. You're out of the top for one.
It looks like just a shade more than half.
Yeah, it's
probably
a skinny 2/3 probably.
I think so. You don't see anything else?
No.
Wow.
Yeah, and there's a slight wiggle room if you get it there, and you maybe come off of that like that. You might savor yellow that way and might have enough speed to kick that back a little bit, but you still got to get that buried one so thin.
I apologize. Why not, if you're just trying to play one more to get to an extra one, just play the tap on the one top 12?
You could, but they want to play the shot for the win.
Okay.
Tied up without hammer, odds are not as good.
Yeah, you're roughly, what, 13% steel?
Final stone, PEI, Tyler Smith. Winless so far in 5. And he's already up.
Whoa.
And Gallant backs off. And this will be driven in and by. And they'll add 2 more. And Scoffin will pick up the win. Smith will lose his 6th. Hard to believe that it's the same team that went 5-3 a year ago. The final is 9-5. And Scoffin and the team from Whitehorse have won their 2nd. They are now 2-4. That completes play here on a Tuesday night. So, McEwen, Jacobs, as we expected. Now it is that battle, as we expected, for the 3rd spot. Kleiter at 3-2. Mooibroek at 3-2, Assel at 3-2. That's where the battle is going to be, it would seem. On the other side, defending champion Guju top, Carruthers, then Dunstone and Epping. Those teams, unless Grattan or Cooey can really get on a roll, and then you have to look at heads-to-heads to see who might have an advantage. It's going to be a fun couple of days. 2 days of round robin remain here at the Montana's Brier.
The 2025 Montana's Brier is presented by Montana's Barbecue and Bar, proudly Canada's home for barbecue since 1995. By Kruger Products, the softest and strongest supporters for over 40 years. By BKT Tires, growing together. And by PointsBet, the official sportsbook and casino partner of Curling Canada.
So we'll start our penultimate round robin draw day tomorrow at 11:30 a.m. Eastern. Kathy, Brian, James Gratt against Matt Dunstone. New Brunswick against the team from the Port Rouge in Winnipeg. Minute focus on Pool A. He just didn't have it tonight, Mooibroek and Ontario. They drop a big one to Ryan Kleiter. So till we talk with you again tomorrow, thank you for joining us here in Colona. And always remember, the Montana's Brier is here on Canada's sports leader, TSN.